Society Nanded, Honorable So Shamal Patke Madam, Joint Secretary of Nanded Education Society Nanded, Honorable Prafulji Agrawal Sir, President of today's inaugural function, Chief Guest of today's inaugural function, Dr. Subhash Chandra Sir, Senior Scientist, New Delhi. I request Subhash Chandra Sir to welcome in this inaugural function. And President of today's inaugural function, Dr. L.P. Shinde Sir, who is convener and principal of the Science College Nanded. Welcome, sir. Chief guest and the invited speaker of this one-day FDP, Honorable Dr. Professor Brijmohan Daima Sir, Dayanand Science College, Rathur. And second resource person, S.B. Kishore Sir, Professor, S.B. College, Chandrapur. I welcome all participants in this inaugural function of one-day FDP organized by Science College Nanded. Now I request Dr. P.S. Prita Borkar Madam to give a short information about this workshop and IQAC Department of Science College Nanded.
Good morning to all. Honorable dignitaries, distinguished guests, and faculties on this virtual platform. Hearty welcome to all on behalf of IQAC Science College Nanded. At the outset, I would like to pay my tribute to Pujya Swami Ramanand Ji and a warm welcome to our patrons of Nanded Education Society, Honorable Dr. Venkatesh Ji Kabde, President Nanded Education Society Nanded, Honorable CA Dr. Praveen Patil Sir, Vice President Nanded Education Society Nanded, Honorable So Shamal Patke Ma'am, Nanded Education Society Nanded, Shri Praful Agrawal Sir, Secretary, Joint Secretary, and our Principal and President of today's function, Professor L.P. Shinde Sir, and our Chief Guest, Professor Subhash Chandra, Senior Scientist from Forensic Lab, New Delhi, and all the CDC members, CDC Chairman Deepnath Patki Sir, GC Member A.T. Shinde Sir, Vice Principal Dr. Aruna Shukla Ma'am, E.M. Khilare Sir from Junior College, all the heads of the department, and my colleagues. Today's national level faculty development program on innovative research, a methodological perspective, is organized by Internal Quality Assurance Cell, Science College Nanded, is about embracing creativity, innovative ideas, flexibility, and venturing into the unknown methodologies where traditional methods might not apply. With the AI tools available like Gemini, Meta AI, we are compelled to apply these tools in our research and development. So every year we organize FDP workshops, seminars on research methodologies, as it is a mandatory according to the directives and directives of NAAC accreditations. And this faculty development program on innovative research is to inculcate and enhance the abilities of the faculty members to carry out independent research, write successful research projects, and finally to enable them to publish their research in the journals of national and international repute. So the main objective of this FDP is to provide interdisciplinary, systematic approach to solve the research problem, analyze data using various AI tools so that valid, reliable, and generalizable results are obtained, ensuring the progress of research process. Today, we have two eminent speakers, Professor Brijmohan Daima from Dayanand College of Commerce, Latur, and Professor S.B. Kishore from Sardar Patel College, Chandrapur. They will be sharing their insights on innovative research approaches. So with over 200 participants registered for this FDP from Maharashtra and other states, I'm confident you will enjoy these sessions and acquire valuable knowledge. Thank you. Over to you, sir. Sutkar sir.
Thank you, madam, for your kind words and introduction about this FDP and Science College Nanded. Now I request Dr. Subhash Chandra sir, chief guest of this inaugural function, kindly guide to the participant by your kind words.
Okay, good morning to all. There is some issue regarding this network.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Very
Continue.
thankful to organizing committee inviting me as a chief guest. This is great privilege and honor to me for inviting this guest, respected Honorable Dr. Venkatesh and other committee members, including Dr. Sindhi sir, for inviting me. Today is very useful program and National Faculty Development Program on Innovative Research in Methodology Perspective. So this is very useful for the student.
Voice problem. Connectivity. सुतकर सर.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
कनेक्टिव्हिटी बद्दल सांगा ना, आवाज नाही येत.
Okay. There is connectivity issue, so we will wait for a few seconds. There may connectivity may come.
Subhas, Dr. Subhas, your voice is not audible. Hello, Dr. Subhas.
शिंदे सर.
हा सर.
मला वाटतं तुम्ही त्यांना फोन करा आणि फोन तुमच्या याच्यावरून रेकॉर्ड करा.
झाला का जॉईन सर?
No, sir. No, sir.
ओके, एक मिनिट लावतो, कॉल करतो.
Shinde sir, you are not audible, sir. Please unmute your.
Recording in progress.
Sutkar sir.
Yes, madam.
सुभाष जॉईन होतील सर. Is network problem? Just now he joined.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
वेट करू दोन.
He is in court.
Okay. Okay.
सर
Okay,
शिंदे
okay.
सर, तुम्ही फोनवरून
That's
तुमच्या
our problem.
अकाउंटवरून त्यांचं भाषण ऐकवा ना डायरेक्ट.
Okay. Marathi sir, we will go ahead.
ओके.
There are some certain uncertainties are there.
Okay,
So
no
we'll go
problem.
ahead.
No problem.
Uh,
No, he is trying to join, sir. Just he is trying to join
okay,
out of code. Okay, just
okay.
Hello.
please
We
wait
will
for some time.
wait, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Sir
Yes,
is
Dr.
sir is
Subhash,
on. Like,
continue.
sir, continue, please.
Can I talk to sir?
Yes, yes.
Hello.
Yes,
Continue.
sir. Now you are audible, sir.
Okay, sir. This is again we are starting with my. Uh, I have great pleasure and honor, privilege and honor to me inviting as a chief guest. We are respected Dr. Venkatesh sir, Honorable C.A. Paveen, and other organizing committee members. This is one day uh, program, innovative research, a methodological perspective. It is very useful for the academician and students. As I'm, I was also a student of this institutes, so I have great honor for this participating in this program. So as presently I am working in the forensic laboratory. So this program can be helpful in our field also. So research program we are conducting in this college or university. So this can be helpful in the forensic department also. So there is certain challenges in forensic field. So this scientific method can be applied in the various fields of forensic science. So various faculty student like physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology, and computer science can be joined forensic department. So there is challenges in the detection of imagining, detection of and trace element collected from the scene of crime, sexual assault case, firing case. So recently, we have conducted a thorough investigation on Lal Killa blast. So we have assisted many central agencies to detect the explosive material used in the Lal Killa blast. So there is certain challenges in the forensic science. So we can helpful to students taking education from your institutes. So they can join the forensic science laboratory in anywhere of the states of India and central agencies also. So we thankful to organizing committee members to inviting me as a chief guest. Thank you, Sinde sir, and other faculty members. Thank you, and uh, we are well done this program, and thanks to all.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir, for your
Thank you,
valuable
Subhash.
guidance and for your time for this inaugural function of FDP organized by Science College Nanded. Now we will turn towards the presidential address by Dr. L.P. Shinde sir, Principal of the Science College Nanded. I request Dr. L.P. Shinde sir to guide to the participant
Yes.
by your kind words.
Yes, can I continue?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Respected research person, honorable patrons, esteemed faculty members, participants, and dear colleagues. Good morning to all. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome you to this one-day national level faculty development program on innovative research, the methodological perspective on behalf of our institution. I extend my heartfelt greetings and gratitude to all
network issue.
आवाज येतोय का? नेटवर्क इश्यू आहे का?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I think you are not audible, sir.
Sir, yes.
Yes,
sir.
speak now, sir. Now audible.
You are
Sir.
unmute your. Continue,
Yes, you are
continue. No, you are unmuted.
Okay,
Yes,
sir. Sorry,
proceed. You-
sorry for network. On behalf of our institution, I extend my heartfelt greetings and gratitude to all dignitaries, scholars, and participants who have joined us for this academic initiative. Research is not merely an academic requirement, it is the foundation of knowledge, creation, innovation, and social progress. In today's rapidly evolving academic environment, it is essential that teachers and researchers continuously upgrade their methodological skills and adopt to new tools and approaches. Programs like this FDP serve as vital platform for intellectual exchange, collaborative learnings, and professional enrichment. I am especially thankful to our distinguished resource person for graciously accepting our invitation and sharing their expertise. Your guidance will surely enlighten participants and strengthen their research perspectives. I also appreciate their efforts of the IQC team, organizing committee, and all staff members whose dedication has made this program possible. These workshops aim to provide in-depth understanding of research methodologies, encourage systematic approaches to problem solving, enhance research writing skills, and promote responsible and effective use of modern tools, including AI, in academic research. I am confident that today's session will inspire new ideas, clarify concepts, and motivate participants to pursue quality research with integrity and innovation. Dear participants, I urge you to actively engage, ask questions, and make the most of this opportunity. The knowledge you can gain today should not remain limited to discussion, but should translate into meaningful research outcomes and contribution to society. In conclusion, I once again welcome to you all and wish the faculty's development program great success. May this academic gathering spark curiosity, creativity, and collaboration among all of us. Thank you. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, sir, for your motivation to the participant of this FDP organized by Science College Nanded. Definitely participant will take part in live sessions also. They ask questions and there will be doubt solving also on the research methodology and all allied subjects of this research. Thank you, sir, for your valuable guidance. Now, I request Dr. V.R. Marathe, sir, to go for the vote of thanks.
Okay, thank you, sir. May I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So, respected dignitaries, delegates, and participants, on behalf of IQAC, the organizing committee, and NES Science College Nanded, I, Dr. Vishal Marathe, professor in botany, have the privilege to propose vote of thanks. My deep gratitude goes to the principal of our college and convener of this FDP and president of today's program, Dr. LP Sinde sir, for his constant encouragement and for providing all necessary facilities for the successful organization of this program. I express my sincere gratitude to the chief guest of today's inaugural function, Dr. Subhash Chandra, Senior Scientist, Forensic Department, New Delhi. Despite his busy schedule, he graciously spared his valuable time to be with us and enlighten us with his motivating words and guidance. Thank you very much, sir. I'm also deeply thankful to Dr. Venkatesh Kabde, President, Nanded Education Society, CA Dr. Praveen Patil, sir, Vice President, Nanded Education Society, Sau Syamal Patki, Secretary, Nanded Education Society, and Sri Prafulla Agrawal, Joint Secretary, Nanded Education Society, for their unwavering support in organizing such meaningful academic events. I take this opportunity to extend my heartfelt thanks to chief guest, Professor Dr. Brijmohan Daima, Dayanand College, Commerce, Latur, and a renowned author of NetSet books. Sir, your scholarly contribution have guided countless aspirants across the state. Thank you for sparing your valuable time to guide and inspire us. I am also extend my sincere thanks to our esteemed guest, Dr. S.B. Kishore, Professor, Sardar Patel College, Chandrapur. He is a renowned expert in computer science, particularly in AI tools, and has been constantly available over the past few years to guide our students in their PhD coursework. We are eagerly looking forward to benefiting from the insight of both our distinguished guests in the technical session, which is just after this inaugural function. I'm also thankful to Dr. Mrs. A.R. Shukla ma'am, Vice Principal, Dr. E.T. Sindhe sir, GC member, and Dr. E.M. Killare sir, Vice Principal, Junior College, for their continuous support. Special thanks to Organizing Secretary, Dr. Mrs. P.S. Borkar, IQAC Coordinator, along with Dr. P.S. Sutkar, for their tireless efforts in organizing this program. I also extend my appreciation to GC members, CDC members, HODs, all teaching staff, particularly the organizing and IQAC committee members, Dr. D.R. Munde sir, Dr. D.M. Jadhav sir, Dr. Mrs. Vivek Kulkarni ma'am, Dr. P.R. Kulkarni, Dr. K.R. Gaikwad, Dr. U.S. Pitki, Dr. V.N. Narwade, Dr. S.R. Dulewad, and Mr. Gautam Wagmare, and Mr. Ganesh Ghatwade for technical support. And also thankful to all the CHB core staff and non-teaching staff members who worked diligently to ensure the smooth execution of this program. Lastly, but not the least, I extend my heartfelt thanks to all the participants. Your enthusiastic presence and active participation have truly made this program meaningful and successful. Thank you. Thank you all. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Marathi.
Thank you all. Thank you, Principal sir, and all faculty members present over here. Now we will move towards the next session, the invited talk by Professor Brijmon Daima, Dayanand College of Commerce, Latur. I request Dr. D.M. Jadhav sir, please unmute and give a brief introduction about the sir.
Thank you, Dr. Sutkar. I am here to today's eminent chief guest, Dr. Brijmon Daima, who is working as a professor in Department of Economics at Dayanand Science College, Nanded. He served there as a IQAC coordinator and NAC coordinator, NSS program officer, and many more activities. Professor Brijmon Daima is a member of Board of Studies in Commerce. He has published over 107 publications, including various important net set JRF books for paper number 1st and in commerce for paper number 2nd. He has also published research paper. His active research guide of SRTMU and guided over 11 research students for their PhD, and presently 6 students are working under his guidance. He has delivered more than 19 invited lectures in various regions of Maharashtra, including Pune, Jalgaon, Solapur, Nanded, and many more locations. He is editor of e-content ebooks for 5 NPTEL online courses. He has published and presented various research papers at state, national, and international conferences, and worked as a PhD referee for evaluation of thesis of different universities throughout India. He has visited different countries like Thailand, Cambodia for Bharatiya Knowledge System BKS study in November-December 2023. We are very much fortunate to you, sir, that today we will be getting the opportunity to listen you on this FDP program. Thank you, organizer, for giving me opportunity to introduce one of the today's eminent personalities, Professor Birjmun Daimia from Dayanand College, Latur. Thank you. Over to Dr. Sudkar.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. I welcome Professor Daima, sir, Dayanand College of Commerce, Latur. Please unmute, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
So good morning to all of you.
Good morning, sir.
sir.
Okay.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. So first of all, I am thankful to Honorable Principal Dr. L.P. Shinde, sir, from Science College, Nanded, as well as my friend Mr. Prashant Sudkar, sir,
Sir,
who is
good
the
morning.
organizer. Good morning. And to all the team members of Science College, Nanded, as well as the chief guest for the inauguration function, Dr. Subhash Chandra, sir, senior scientist. So can I start, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you.
You can start, sir.
Is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So my topic for today is research thinking, a primer. What do you mean by a primer? Whenever we are coloring our new house or a furniture, before giving the main color, which is costly, we have to give the primer, which is a foundational base, so that the color given is fixed. It catches for a long period of time. It reduces the cost of production. Similarly, whenever in a beauty parlor, the makeup of a bride or bridegroom has to be made, a thinner is applied, that is called a primer. In educational sense, when we have to do anything study in detail, we have to make a research. Fundamental of the research, basics of the research should be clear. That is why I have entitled my presentation as a primer in the research thinking. Now, in today's workshop, some are research supervisors, some are research scholars, some are students. And the senior research scholars and the research supervisors are quite familiar with the term research. But the newly entered research scholars may not be knowing it. That is why I will start from the meaning of research. Research. Here, the word is composed by two syllables. Re indicates repetition or renewal or again, over and again. And search is a verb which means to examine something very closely, very carefully, to test it, to try it, or to probe into a field of is called as research. So when we combine these two terms, re and search, that means it describes a careful, systematic, patient study and investigation in some field of knowledge. And what is the purpose of this? is to establish a new theory, to find out the already proven facts, to prove it, to reject it, to find out the new principles, or re-verify the already proven principles. So whatever the qualities of researcher have been described in the process, he should be a careful person. Critical analysis is needed. Systematicness, step-by-step approach, logical reasoning, cause and effect relationship is needed. A patient study is needed because the time period of research may be short, medium, long, or very long. Sometimes it may be a longitude period of study for 20 or more than 30, 40 years also. So research should have a patient study. In short, we can say that it is a process of collecting the data, analyzing the data, and converting the data into information, processing it in knowledge, which is the application of information, and we can go to wisdom and the stage of enlightenment. So it is a continuous process which doesn't come to an end. Only there are some milestones or stages where we can stop and review our quality or process of the research. Now, whenever we are researching in any field of study, that may be commerce, management, science, art, pharmacy, we have to take some inputs. If we will see the definition of a computer or an electronic device, computer is an electronic device which accepts the data in the form of inputs, processes it by using different tools, and presents the output which may be published or available to all. So first is input, second is processing, and the third is output. Now, whenever we are taking inputs, we use our five senses. For example, vision by using our eyes, touch by using our hands, hearing with ears, smelling and tasting with our tongue. In a Bharatiya knowledge system, it is called as Panch Indriyas for inputs. And the sixth sense, which is the sixth Indriya, is mind, which is called as Man in Hindi. So there is one beautiful proverb shlok in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15. Shotrang chakshusparshaneng cha rasanang ghranam च adhisthaya manaschayam vishayanupasevate. What is the meaning of this proverb shlok? The living entity taking another gross body obtains a certain type of air, eye, tongue, nose, and sense of touch, which are grouped about the mind. So mind is the superficial sixth sense which controls the inputs from all the sense. So if our mind is not working well, if mind is not feeling well, then the inputs by using all these five senses may be in vain. So the mind is the controller. And who controls the mind? The intellect, the buddhi controls the mind. So whenever we are doing any kind of research, it may be publishing a research paper in a conference, seminar, a minor, major research projects, or a DLIT thesis, PhD thesis, we need to carefully take inputs. We should carefully listen. In the management also, whenever we are doing any conflict management or settling any family disputes or students disputes, the teachers, researchers' responsibility is to listen to the other side with due care, with keen interest in the subject. Then second, observation. Here, seeing is different from observation. What we see may not be remembered, but when we add one objective to seeing, it is known as observation. So observation is important input. Then smell is an important input. There may be some bad smell, there may be good smell. Whenever any accident is there, that accident may be predicted by using the smelling sense, particularly the gas cylinder smells in our kitchens, etc. Then tastes. Tongue is an input device as well as an output device. Whenever we are taking any kind of food, the tongue acts as an input device. But whenever we are speaking something, the tongue is acting as an output device. Then more than these five senses is our feelings. And today our feelings are very important, which are controlled by the mind. So first, intellect questions, IQ was important, then EQ became important, emotional coefficients, and now SQ, social questions or spiritual questions, is also becoming important in today's age. So the point of this slide is carefully taking inputs for any kind of research. Now, whenever we are taking inputs by using these 5+1 senses, here our perspective of looking at a problem depends upon our home profession. For example, I am from commerce and management. I may look at a problem in a different perspective. So I have selected 3 cartoons here which are related with the environmental science, because in today's world, even our capital New Delhi is facing severe environmental issues related with our breathing quality of oxygen. So in the first cartoon, the two scientists are discussing, and one scientist is saying that it has finally happened that the chemical formula for water, which was traditionally H2O, has been changed. Why this change? Due to the pollution. For example, before some period of time in pre-independence era, river Ganga was considered as Ma Ganga, and the quality of water in Ganga, Yamuna or major rivers was very superior. But nowadays the quality of water is destroyed. For example, in Maharashtra, if you will visit to Nashik area, the municipality corporation has printed large banners stating that you cannot drink the water, even you cannot swim or bathe with the water at Nashik. It is at your own cost. So why it has happened? Because we have ignored the water quality. So that was the first cartoon was laying emphasis on that. The second cartoon is by a mother who is shouting on her children, Ivan. She is saying, I told you not to play outside, you shall get your lungs dirty. When we were children, we were playing outside the home, and our mother used to carry us by force inside the house, that now the playing is enough, now you should study, you should read. But today in 2026, the opposite is happening. Children are not ready to play. They are not ready to go on the playground for physical games. They are playing virtual games, and digital well-being is a new subject, new research area which has emerged. So the second cartoonist who has very critically made this cartoon. The third cartoon is showing Earth, and the Earth is polluted by using earth moving instruments. For example, in Latur, the water is available below 500-600 feet below. And before 5 years, Latur was facing tremendous shortage of water. We have to import the water for drinking purpose by using Indian Railways, and municipality need to pay some crores of bill for just drinking water. So these are some of the critical areas of research. Now, if you'll see to the next slide, here the research results many times contradict with the proven field of knowledge or the proven theories or principles. For example, here three pictures are shown. First picture was related with Borivali National Park in Bombay, now which is renamed as Mumbai. So before 25 years, the tigers and cat related animals, they were living in that national park freely. But now that park area has been destroyed. So the struggles between man versus animals has elaborated or increased by a number of times. Before 2 days, there was a news in Kinwat area that one bear has attacked 13 people and one people was dead who was working in his farm. So the question is whether these animals are coming to our habitat or we are going to his habitats. So this is one field of research, and many scientists as well as environments are working good on this. For example, one particular person from Solapur, Mr. Maruti Chitampalli, is very famous for that environmental research and new finding. He has written a book called as Chakwa Chandan, and in his book, his research findings, which are his personal research findings, they are elaborated and published. Then the second picture, if you will see, one international conference was organized before 10 years, and for printing the proceedings of that conference, many woods were cut for preparing the mill paper. So on one way, we are preserve the environment, but for the same conference, we are using tremendous papers. So now we should shift from paper to paperless, or at least less paper. So research is in the area which may contradict with the already proven facts. Now we are all familiar with the steps of research. Whenever we are very comfortable, we are satisfied, we cannot do research. Research starts when we are unsatisfied. For example, Saint Tukaram in Maharashtra, he says that chitti asu dhyave samadhana. But when we want to do some progress, chitti asu dhyave asamadhana, that feeling of unsatisfaction, unhealthiness, or creating a problem is the first step of research. Unless and until you will see the problem, you cannot formulate the research problem. So formulating the research problem, understanding the research problem, or finalizing the title of research paper is the very first step in the research. Whenever we are seeing the titles in our PhD, many students are not preparing these titles carefully, and that's why many theses are got rejected, etc. Or when you submit patents, etc., the patent titles are not clear. So somebody is unmuting, so I request him to please mute so that we can hear it, we can listen properly. So now, when the problem has been formulated, the second step is finding out the gap. And for finding out the gap in research, we should do extensive amount of literature survey. Somebody has already devoted his time, efforts, monetary inputs for that research. So we should read his research, should understand the basic concepts in the research. Then we should find out the research gap, and we should try to fulfill that gap by proposing our future research. Then we need to develop the hypothesis for the research. Then we need to prepare the research design. Then we have to determine the sample design. What is the population? What is the sample? What are the various types of sample? Then after doing this preliminary work or the format of the research, we have to go on the field work. We have to collect the data. The data may be primary data, secondary data, or published sources, ongoing research, work in progress, etc., etc. After finalizing the proposed plan, the next step is related with the actual execution of the project. In case of Indians, I request somebody who is unmuted to please mute. The noise gets reduced and the participants will be able to listen it carefully. Others, please mute the participants. Okay, thank you. So it is said about the Indians that Indians are very good at plans, but poor at the implementation of the plans. India, since its independence, is using 5-year planning, and 12 plans we have completed, but we have got 70%, 80% success of that plan. But in individual case also, we plan to fail. And it is said that if you fail to plan, you deliberately plan to fail. We call it as a new year resolution. Whenever 1st January is there, on the eve of 31st December, particularly the youth prepare from 1st January, I will start swimming, I will start yoga, I will start exercises, I will start reading at least 2 hours daily. But on the first night itself, he wakes up for 12 in the night or late 1 a.m. and fails to implement the plan from the 1st January itself. So execution is one area of concern in case of the research. Suppose we are successful in properly collecting the data, analyzing, etc. Then we have to do the hypothesis testing, and whatever our technical presentation, which are in complicated subject related languages, they have to be generalized so that common people should understand the output of the research. They should be in a position to interpret the result in the language of the common people. For example, if we will see, Bhagavad Gita was written before approximately 5162 years. That was in Sanskrit, and Sanskrit was considered and a language of the elite people. It was restricted to some people only. So from Maharashtra, Saint Naneshwar, he translated Bhagavad Gita into ordinary person's language, Marathi language, that period of time, and that was called as Naneshwari. And then Vinoba Bhave also converted into common Marathi. So that is generalization of the existing field of knowledge so that it is useful to the common people or to the nation as a whole. And then the last stage is related with the preparation of the report. It may be dissertation, thesis, project report, patent, design, any form of intellectual property right, IPR. 7 types of IPR, we are already familiar with it. So that these results should be available to all. They may be freely available, or some sites are that are paid websites also, which helps you to understand the research. Particularly the free websites include Shodh Ganga, Shodh Gangotri, Inflibnet, etc., etc. There is a famous quotation by Dr. A.L. Bowley which says that in collection of statistical data, common sense is the chief requisite and experience is the chief teacher. Nowadays, common sense is losing its sense. Common sense is becoming very rare nowadays. We have to teach the people the basics of the constitution, civic sense, etc., etc. And our own experience is also important while we are doing research. Now, I would like to give one assignment to the participant. Recently, on 14th of the February, one international event was arranged. That was called as Valentine's Day. So I would like you to prepare a list of sample topics for research on that particular theme, which is popular as Valentine Day. And that theme may be used for innovative research, creative research in different disciplines. For example, commerce, management, psychology, sociology, biology, etc., etc. So, in your comment topic or chat, you can put a sample research topic in your field of study. If you want to do research on Valentine Day related aspects, what topic do you select? Please post in the comment. In the chat. Is the chat disabled? Yes, okay, it is disabled. How many roses are sold in Valentine Day? Okay, you are from commerce discipline. So sales, marketing, advertising. Okay, economics. Yes, commerce and economics are related. Dr. Ratna she wants to do research on sales, marketing and advertising. Okay. Okay, you can think. What about other disciplines? From management perspective, okay, management and marketing strategies by fast food chains on that particular day, whether the management strategies are changed on that particular day, particular week, etc. So that can also be one of the topic of the research. Very good. Okay. Okay, we will come back to our original subject. So that was a sample assignment because our topic is innovative research methodology. So we can use many tools, techniques. For example, in commerce, Tally software is there, SPSS software is there. You can use Chat GPT also, but don't use the Chat GPT as a generative content. You can use it as assistive content, and whenever you are using it, you have to give proper referencing, acknowledgement, etc. So you can use this topic. I am from commerce and management disciplines, so that's why I have chosen some sample topics. As two research scholars in this workshop, they have already suggested one topic on commerce, one topic on management. So there are some 10 sample topics which can be used for doing research related with the Valentine Day. For example, if a person from commerce, economic background is there, he can study the economic impact of Valentine's Day on wholesale sales, retail sales, the distribution chains, and consumer spending patterns. On that particular day, who is spending more, up to how much he is spending, what commodities, what services he is interested in that. Then seasonal marketing and revenue generation in floriculture, because normally a rose flower is sold at 1 rupees, 2 rupees, 5 rupees. But in case of the Valentine's Day or any particular day like Diwali festival, it may be sold for 20 rupees or more than that, depending upon the color, size, shape, the preference to that flower, etc., etc. Somebody can study the pricing strategy for seasonal products during the Valentine Day, Valentine week, Valentine month, etc., etc. You can study the e-commerce growth trends during that day, week, month, etc. Or you can study the comparative analysis in different geographical regions. What is happening in America and India, in Maharashtra and Kerala, in Latur and Nanded, in urban and rural areas. So comparative analysis can also be done. In case of the management discipline, you can study the event management strategies, event marketing strategies, advertising, distribution, salesmanship strategies used by different brands during the Valentine Day campaigns, etc. Or you can study the emotional branding and consumer relationship management, CRM. Then supply chain management challenges during seasonal demand peaks, etc. Crisis management, some quarrels may be there, somebody may be interested in celebration, and some groups may be interested in closing that celebration. So there may be crisis management, police works, security reasons, etc., etc. So there are n number of topics which can be studied by using a simple popular phenomena, and your research will be application oriented, useful to the common person, whether that event should be celebrated or not celebrated. That can be a topic of debate or a topic of research. So I have just taken that assignment so that I should know the creativeness of the participant. Okay, we will continue. Now, whenever if we are a MCOM student, MSc student, or a new student of PhD, or established teacher or a research supervisor, we come across the four phenomena which are many times interchangeably used, that are data, information, knowledge, and wisdom. These four terms are not similar, not synonym to each other. There is increase in the level of connectedness, deepness, understanding with each of these four steps. The first step is data, which is the original singular form is datum, and the plural noun is frequently used as data. So its plural form is more popular. What is the data? Data refers to the raw facts which are unprocessed information. The facts or figure which we collect from primary data, primary sources, particularly interviews, schedules, questionnaires, surveys, or observation, and which is a basis for making different type of calculations, processing statistical calculations, and on the basis of that collected data we draw various types of conclusions. Generally that data may be qualitative or quantitative. It may be textual in the form of visuals, images in the form of sounds, and we have to store that data in our mobiles, computers, or paper data may also be there. And when we have collected the data, what is its outcome? Its outcome is memorization. For example, in a car, when we are driving a car, the speedometer gives 50. We don't know what is 50 unless we attached one unit, kilometers or miles, to that 50. So 50 is a pure data which is unprocessed. But when we add kilometer per hour, miles per hour, that data is converted into information. So processed data is called as information. Now we will go to the second stage, that is information. Data is unprocessed information and information is processed data. So when we have collected the data for the research purpose, we need to process it, we need to organize it, we need to present it in a systematic fashion. And after converting data into information, it answers our research question: who, what, where, when, and other WH questions. And when we have processed the information, its outcome is called as comprehension. In the 10th or 12th examination, language paper, one paper is unread and read passages. And after reading that passage, you have to answer in your own language. 1 line, 2 line answers may be there. So that exercise is called as comprehension. So, for example, the speedometer in the car will give you 120 figure. But what is 120? We will not know unless we attach miles per hour to it. So when 120 is converted into 120 miles per hour, we have processed that information. So when we know 120 miles per hour, we are in a position to decide whether our speed is matching the allowable legal rules, whether we are doing more speed, we need to slow down or increase the speed. Particularly if you are traveling from Pune to Mumbai express highway, there are different lanes. Each lane has a particular speed, and if you are violating the speed regulation, you may be fined by the road traffic officer, RTO. So whenever you are do, for example, sensing that data, contextualizing that data, adding references to that data. Without references, that data doesn't have any meaning. For example, we are in India. If I will ask a question, मेरी झांसी नहीं दूंगी, or if I will say, तुम मुझे खून दो, मैं तुम्हें आजादी दूंगा, immediately the Indians will understand the context of these two statements. But if anybody who is not from India may not understand what is this Jhansi, what is this, I will not give my Jhansi. So contextualization is required for that. Then calculation. With the help of calculators or SPSS software, we can process the data. Categorization of the data. For example, India is a union of states divided into 29 states and union territories. Again, Maharashtra state is divided into 35 districts. Each district is divided into taluka, panchayat samiti, gram panchayat. So that is categorization, geographical or economical, financial. And then we have to remove the errors in the data collection. Half-filled questionnaires, unanswered questions, they should be removed for factual accuracy. So after this, the information will be connected into knowledge. So knowledge is nothing but when we are applying the information collected, processed, that is called as a knowledge. And knowledge answers our question how, that is related with our understanding. For example, if I will come to know that my driving speed is becoming fast, so I should tell me to reduce that speed, but I should know how to control that car speed. Unless and until I have a driving license or driving experience, I will not be able to control the car. So that how is important. That how will be known only my driving experience is more. So various types of patterns are prepared so that we can know whether we are consistent in our data collection, processing, research process, etc., or to understand the relation between different variables, parameters. Now, suppose we have crossed the third stage of knowledge. The fourth stage is wisdom, which is in Marathi called as Shahana. And there is a proverb in Marathi, Ati Shahana Tyacha Bail Rikama. It means you should use proper or appropriate words, appropriate length, appropriate time period. So that appropriate in terms of Sanskrit language is called as yukta. What is yukta for one person, one country, one research, one PhD thesis may not be appropriate or yukta for another. For example, Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita in the chapter 6th, युक्ताहार विहारस्य युक्त चेष्टस्य कर्मसु युक्त स्वप्नावबोधस्य योगो भवति दुःखः. Now, the present government, Narendra Modi government, was successful in one International Day of Yoga since 2012 or 13. And yoga is carried to the world nowadays. So in that yoga can reduce your stress. It is useful for stress management. It is useful for making your body well in a nice fashion by meditation, pranayam, etc., etc. So that Indian wisdom is carried to the world by the Prime Minister. So that is called as wisdom. And that wisdom is given in various Indian scriptures, in Jainism, Buddhism, or Ramayana, Mahabharata, or any saints output published in the field of any research. For example, Manache Shlok, written by Samartha Ramdas Swami, it carries very psychological inputs where financial management, psychology management, family management, then conflict management has been clarified in 205 verses. Similarly, the 700 verses of Bhagavad Gita makes it clear. Or if we'll discuss the Western scholars, for example, Henry Fayol from management discipline, he's there. He has given various principles of management. So each of these principles of management is the result of wisdom. What is the outcome of that wisdom is better living or success in life. There is a one famous proverb by scientist Michael D. Montaigne. He says that we can be knowledgeable with other men's knowledge, but we cannot be wise with other men's wisdom. Somebody can steal, thief your personal property, physical elements, but nobody can steal your wisdom, your intellectual. Now, in a nutshell, we will discuss this in a summary. Data doesn't answer any question because there is no relation, there is no context. But information answers the question who, what, where, and when. Knowledge answers the question how we are going to do research, why we are going to do research, why I am going to do PhD, why I am going to do patent publication. So answer is our wisdom. Then definition, data reflects raw facts. Information means meaningful and useful data, processed data. Knowledge means clear understanding of information, application of the information. And wisdom reflects using that knowledge to establish and achieve your goal, your family goal, your society goal, your national goal, for national integration for a wider period of time, wider geographical location. It is called as wisdom, the last stage. What is the learning process? In data, you have to accumulate, collect the truths, facts, and figures. And the outcome is data bank. You need to memorize that data. For example, when that electronic devices were not there, or when writing was not invented, people used to memorize these shlok. That was called as Shruti Parampara. By Shruti Parampara, father will teach that shloks to his children, he will teach to his next generation, and by passing this generation memorization, so many data banks were created. Then when writing was invented, the data was converted into information. So information bank, that is giving various forms, formats, various functions to data. The knowledge needs analysis and synthesis. These are the two processes. In case of analysis, we need to cut down one big concept into so many smaller understandable concept. So that process is called as analysis. And synthesis is the opposite of analysis, where from so many small concepts we make a big concepts, a big theory. One example is a garland. A garland, making a garland by using small or some flowers is the example of synthesis. And from that garland, separating the thread and the other elements is called as analysis. So analysis and synthesis helps us to prepare a knowledge bank, that is our understanding. And finally, the wisdom results in creating a wisdom bank, which is better living and success. Whenever we are resorting to the facts and figure, the Bharatiya Nyan Parampara has three types of evidences, which are called as Pratyaksha Praman, Anuman Praman, and Agama Praman. Pratyaksha Praman means where you are physically present using primary sources of information, using the five senses and the sixth sense mind. If you are collecting the data physically, it is called as Pratyaksha Praman. Praman means evident. Pratyaksha means direct collection of the data, Pratyaksha Praman. Second evidence is the Anuman Praman. That is from cause and event relationship, by using various verbal reasoning and various forms of reasoning, you are making some forecasting. For example, weather forecasting is the example of the second type, Anuman Praman. And the third is Agam Praman. Agam Praman means which are already proven theories or the established patents, IPR rights. These are called as Agam Praman as per the IKS or BKS. So by using these three evidences, we can make research. Now one example was given. That example was related with sixth pay. Now eighth pay commission has been constituted by the central government, but I have prepared that for a SETNET student before 10 years. So that is why the data is quite old. In the first point, data, the figures 15,600, 6,000, 30,000, SET, NET, UGC, or salary, these are just pieces of data. They are meaningless unless you convert that data into information. How you will convert it? Suppose I have made a statement by using that data. For becoming an assistant professor, qualifying in either SET or NET examination is compulsory, and these exams are supervised by UGC. The assistant professor's basic salary is this is AG pay, etc., etc. So what I have converted the data into information by making a particular statement with reference to the context. Now, how that is converted into knowledge? Suppose I purchase some books and daily newspapers, some journals, periodicals, website, and I have thoroughly studied it and qualified either the SET, NET, JRF exam or PhD. So that means I have used that information for my better knowledge, better life, better earnings, increasing my salary, my promotion. So I am a knowledgeable person. What is that wisdom which is the last stage? If I am using my salary, whether it is a CHB salary, contract level salary, salary of a professor, how I should spend, that indicates my wisdom. For example, a sample spending pattern is suggested. 40% of my salary I can spend on my essential items. For example, I can consume quality food, standard clothing, branded clothes. I can give my home rent. I can give my home loan EMI. So 40% on essential items. 20% for creating long-term assets from my salary. For example, I am buying a home and I have taken a home loan. So I am paying EMI, or I am using my car. I am using my computer for presentation, laptop for presentation. So 20% for that, creating the assets. 10% for acquiring latest knowledge, for buying various kinds of books, journals, internet charges, attending conferences, seminars. Even though the college is not providing TADA, I visit the conferences events so I can acquire my latest knowledge. Then 10% I can invest my future benefit. For example, provident fund, pension scheme, mutual fund, insurance schemes, etc., etc. And the last 10% I can use for returning to the uh, social causes, donations, etc., help to my friend, my students. So this is a tentative example through which we can know the difference between data, information, knowledge, and wisdom, how that is applicable to me. Now there is a one particular picture, how you will collect the data from that picture. What is the meaning of the statement written in the circle? Yes, somebody has tried to guess. पढ़ाई जीवन का आधार है. So it is mathematical plus language interdisciplinary statement. Pa, dhai, 2.5, dhai in Hindi. G1 is life. Ka, adhar, half, adhar hai. So it is a coding and decoding strategies. These are used particularly by military officers, police officers, CID, etc., etc. So I think 1 hour is over. So Sutkar sir, how much time I have? Sutkar sir, am I audible?
Sir, yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Yes, approximately 1 hour I have spent discussing with you.
Okay, sir. Okay. Anything you want to share something, sir? New recent advances or some trends in science, technology, and in AI or anything that we can discuss, sir, for 5.
Sir, free झालात का तुम्ही? Okay.
Okay.
sir. मग,
Now the recent trends are vastly changing in each field of knowledge. For example, if we'll consider the sociology, in case of sociology, the marriage patterns before 20 years were different. We are having joint Hindu family firms, and income tax was also charged differently for that joint families. But nowadays, that from joint family, hum do hamare do concept originated before 20 years. Then before 10 years, instead of hum do hamare do, hum do or hamara ek, that trend become popular. Nowadays, in metropolitan cities, DINK, DINK concept is popular. Double income, no kids. Then live-in relationship is becoming popular. Single parenting is becoming popular. Unmarried children are becoming popular, particularly in metropolitan cities. So if any person is from sociological background, he can study the sociological change. If any person is from commerce and economic, he can study the financial trends. For example, before 30 years, I need only one TV, only one blackish telephone in my home. But now, if 5 family members are there, I need 5 mobile phones. So each mobile phone approximately 20,000 per mobile into 5. 1 lakh I need to spend on only mobile phone. At least 500 to 1,000 I have to pay monthly charges for data for my 2 children, for my spouse, for my mother. So that has increased our costing pattern. So from economic and commercial point of view, you can study. Or generic brands versus non-generic, that is branded items are there. If you are using generic medicines, the costing is different. If you are using branded medicines, the costing is different. For example, heart attacks are increasing. There is one popular brand, Madhav Bag. I have many friends who have taken Madhav Bag services, and without surgery, they have improved their heart systems or by using yoga, meditation. So these are some of the uh, suggested topics. Actually, uh, this list is very long. Yes, sir. If any question is there, I can try to answer.
Sir, one more question from how to implement AI in nowadays in research?
Okay. So one thing is that many times it is a quite debate whether to use or not to use that AI. So you cannot avoid using that AI. So this first thing is clear. You cannot avoid AI or any other software. So you have to use that AI. But while using that AI, you have to study some factors. For example, intellectual property right. You cannot infringe the copyright, patents, or patents of anybody else. So while using the AI, many times it happens that Chat GPT or Gemini that can cross the borders. It can infringe the IPR rights. So you can use the Chat GPT, Gemini, or any other AI tool, but be as certain that the source should be mentioned. Whatever the primary source, secondary source, published website source, any particular book, any author name. For example, I have mentioned Henry Fayol's 14 Principles of Management, F.W. Taylor, Scientific Management, or in your subject, you can acknowledge these facts so that your IPR protection will be there. So you use AI, but with a proper care. Then there are two types of generative contents. One is a generative AI. Second is assistive AI. Generative AI means where you use 100% as it is. So that is similarity index. When you are doing plagiarism check, that will be shown at the time of submitting your thesis. Similarity index should be less than 30% or 10%. So don't use 100% as it is. You can use 10%, 20%. You can add your own findings. If you are collecting the primary data, it is 100% created by you. So that will not be come in the similarity index or plagiarism.
Sir, one more question from what is the difference between review of literature and research gap?
Okay, review of literature means before finalizing your main thesis topic or minor research project topic, you need to study various kinds of existing literature that may be available on the website, in the thesis, in the theories, principles, and then you should study that research field is not utilized in my geographical field. For example, somebody has studied that theory in America, Japan, Germany, but he has not studied its application in Latur or in Nanded University. So that is the research gap. He has studied in his town, in his district, but he has not studied in my town, my district. So that is a research gap.
Okay, fine, sir. Thank you for giving wonderful information from you. Thanks a lot, sir.
Okay. So one comment has been there from Mr. Kishore Nagnath Rao Chaudhary. His comment is, I think more interdisciplinary research should be done. Yes, I agree. That's why NEP is focusing on interdisciplinary research. And collaborative research is also allowed by the university, but the process is different for different universities. Any more question?
Udayaraj Chavan, is there any questions from your side? Dr. Udayaraj Chavan, sir.
No, sir, fine. Sir, given a lot of information for my queries. Thank you, Dr. Brijmohan Daima, sir. Thank you for.
Sir, one of my question. Many people for completion of degree and for any publications and all, people do some things like they pay the fees and publish many papers and something like that, or by skipping the plagiarism also. So what should we have to think about all that things, sir, as per institutional view?
Okay. So that question was prevalent before 50 years, 20 years, and it will be prevalent for today, because there are two concepts in any field of knowledge. One is class and the other is mass. So there is always conflict between the class and mass. For example, now you can get your paper published by paying money. Even you can get ready-made thesis by paying money. You can get even patent by paying money. But the next question asked will be by the NEC peer team or members, how much you got by commercializing that patent. So if you will answer that question, how much you got by commercializing the patent, you will come to know the difference between original patent and the general mass patent. Because in case of the mass patent, the patent giver has to pay money to the publisher. But if your patent, your book is of original quality, you will get royalty back from the publisher. For example, I will give my own life example. I have published one book which is called as SETNet Margdarshak on paper 1 in 2001. And at that time, more than 10 were there which were in my competition. But after 26th years of publishing, my 26th edition of that SETNet book has been published. And I have been paid royalty by my publisher. And that is the reason why which I have been invited to various conferences, workshops, seminars. So it is the example that I am getting money as a royalty, but somebody is giving money to publish his book. So that is the difference in quality. Now it is your choice, which choice you accept. So that is your personal choice. We cannot ask anybody to opt for one way or the other way. That is personal choice.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
many
anything is there in the chat box, sir? Can you check, please?
I am quite happy that good response from the participants. They have written many things in the charts, comments. So it is two-way communication is always better than one-way communication. So I am thankful to all the participants as well as the organizer, my friend Mr. Prashant Sutkar sir, and the principal Dr. Shinde sir, for giving me this nice opportunity to share my views in this national level FDP. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The talk is very wonderful and very interactive with all participants and from faculty sides also. You have explained the things very neatly and very basic things you have explained. Because nowadays we need to start from very basic, and the basic is very important for construction of high resume or high research or high anything that is in high level. So thank you, sir, for your time, dedication, and support to the Science College Nanded. And on behalf of organizing team, I thanks once again, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Comments.
And I welcome S.B. Kishore, sir, professor from Chandrapur. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. I request Dr. U.S. Patki, sir, to introduce S.B. Kishore, sir.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir, you are audible,
Yeah.
sir.
It is an honor to introduce Dr. S.B. Kishore, sir, for this one-day National Faculty Development Program at our Science College, Nanded. Dr. S.B. Kishore is distinguished academician and visionary leader in the field of computer science and research methodology. He currently serves as an associate professor and head of the Department of Computer Science, as well as the head of the Institute of Higher Learning, Research and Specialized Studies at Sardar Patel Mahavidyalaya, Chandrapur. He has 25 years of teaching experience, 18 years of research supervisor. He holds 2 PhD degrees, one in computer science and another in management. He has authorized near about 147 books, with 23 out of these books are international publications. He holds 7 patents and 4 copyrights. He developed SBK GPT chatbot for assisting the students. Under his guidance, 16 researchers has awarded PhDs and 6 has awarded as a MPhil degrees. Dr. S.B. Kishore has trained near about 32,000 research scholars for faculty and faculty members in ICT. His specialization is in ICT. He is the president of National Level Association of all computer science teachers and editor in chief. He served as a chairman of IT and application on the board of studies of Gondwana University. His dedication has been recognized with numerous awards, such as Ideal Teacher Awards from both RTM University and Gondwana University. Indian Books of Research for authoring maximum books numbers published by him. Distinguished HOD Award from the Computer Society of India, the Ravindra Ratna Pushkar Award, and IIT Spoken Tutorial Master Award. Beyond his professional life, Dr. S.B. Kishore has committed social contributor, having donated blood 21 times and placed his eye for donation. He also manages a highly successful YouTube channel with over 3 lakhs viewers. With this brief introduction, I welcome Dr. S.B. Kishore and start his lecture.
Thank you very much, Ulapati sir, for this brief introduction. First of all, let me congratulate the Bridgemont sir for having the excellent sessions. I also able to attend little bit about, and also very much thankful to Principal Shinde sir for giving me a chance to have an interaction with all the intellectual peoples that has been in the sessions, as well as thanks to Preeta Burkar madam, then Prashant sir, as well as all the organizing committee members, including my friend Marathe sir and Ullah Patki sir. So with your kind permission, I will start my session. Now, since it has been informed to me that the participant will be including the students, so that's why I thought to have a little bit interactive session completely, and we are going to discuss various tools, especially about the AI. because nowadays there is a lot of misconceptions about the AI, that the ChatGPT, it's very easy to generate a text. Okay, so I'm going to remove some of the misconceptions that has been around in the globe. So my today's topic is on, we are going to discuss on the topic called as the shift towards autonomous intelligence. So as all of us are the basically intelligent people only. So in the today's sessions, I am going to cover the following topics that we'll start with the research. No doubt the Bridgman sir has already discussed in much depth. I'm not going to discuss about that part. Okay. Then we will discuss some of the research tools that are available right now. Then we will discuss in depth about the AI, and finally a completely practical session. So what is research? As there are thousands of definitions of the research. Someone says that repeat the search. Someone says getting certain achieving certain goals. Okay, so being a teacher of the computer science, my definition is somewhat simple, or my concept is little bit simple about the research. I always say that it is nothing but the input, process, and output. Okay, it means first of all you are collecting the various information before starting your actual research. So I am calling it a gathering of data. Okay, you may call in your terminology review of literature. It means you are going to the various research paper, various sources, and checking what kind of research gap is available on which you will be able to perform, or you are able to carry out your research. Okay, so review of literature is what? It is a base for the research. Then only you are able to decide the topic on which you will be able to work. So once you have decided, or once you have collected your data, the next step is what? Processing that data. Now this processing depends upon the subject and the discipline that you belong. Okay, for example, if the students are from say management or something like that, they may follow certain survey method. If the students are from the science student, they may follow certain experimental method. So based upon your subject and discipline, the process might be different, but the goal is what? The goal is to generate a new and relevant information that is useful to the society. Okay, whatever the research that you are doing, the ultimate and the major goal is what? To generate such kind of information or knowledge that is going to benefit to one and all. That is what basic about the research. Now question arises, what are the tools that are available under the research? Okay, so there are various popular tools are there. Okay, for example, when you are writing certain thesis, or whatever the documentation purpose, most of the times we are calling what? Our MS Word, as all of you are familiar with that. But beside that, there are a number of tools for instead of MS Word. Okay, for especially when you want to do certain collaborative work or collaborative writing while writing the research paper, I will suggest to go with the Google Docs. Okay, so like that way. Then when we are talking about the collection tools, we have our most familiar tool that is called as the Google Form. Then we have a SurveyMonkey, and there are various tools in order to collect the information. Similarly, for generating the references or citations, again we have a various tool like Zotero is there, Mendy. Even it is possible in MS Word also to generate the references and citation very easily. Okay. Now, this is some of the things that I am discussing about the tools. Now, we will discuss some of the popular apps that has been come in the last decade. I am talking about the last decade. So what are those? Okay. For Netflix, in order to get the total subscriber of 10 lakh, it took 3.5 years. When I'm talking about a Netflix, the total number of subscribers, in order to get a 10 lakh user, it took almost 3.5 years. When we are talking about the Facebook, it took almost 10 months. But when we are talking about the ChatGPT tool like ChatGPT, it took only 5 days. Within 5 days, it crossed the limit of 10 lakh users. So you can understand the features, or you can say the popularity of this particular tools among the mass. Okay, and right now today there are almost 800 to 900 million users are there who are using a ChatGPT. Okay, so what is exactly ChatGPT and what are the other tools are there? We will discuss. Now, what is exactly ChatGPT or AI GPT? Now we have so many other GPTs like Gemini is there, Cloud is there. Okay, so ChatGPT is what? It is one of the free to use AI tools. Okay, before the ChatGPT, we have earlier tools called as GPT, but these are some of the earlier tools, but those were not that much popular compared to our ChatGPTs. It has been launched in the year 2019-22. Okay. So what is exactly ChatGPT? A ChatGPT is a tool where we are able to ask the question on any topic and it is going to generate a response for your questions. Okay, it is nothing but our day-to-day conversion, like we are making a conversion. Okay, so in similar fashion, you are able to make the conversation with a tool called as ChatGPT. Okay, so where you are asking certain questions. Now, asking the question is what we are calling basically it as a prompt. Asking any question to this tool is basically called as what? Prompt. So you can chat just like our human being that we used to do in our day-to-day life. Now, under this ChatGPT, or we can call under the what are the various categories of AI. So one of the first categories is what? Generative AI, which helps you to generate what? Content. Okay, generative AI is going to help you to generate the content. So these are the content, maybe a music-oriented content, it may be your theoretical content, it may be you are able to generate lyrics. Okay, you are able to generate the pictures. Okay, all these are information generated through the various sources that are already available. Okay, please remember, all these sources are already existing. Through that only it is generating the information. It is not creating anything new automatically. Based upon the existing content, it is generating a new content or reformatting. I can say it's a reformation. Then we have a tool called as AI agent, which perform the various our day-to-day tasks. What are those tasks? We will discuss it in a moment. And finally, we have a tool called as agentic AI, which is also called as a super AI. Like car driving is an example. Automatic car driving is an example of what? Agentic AI. So we will start with a generative AI exactly. So like I earlier said, generative AI is what? It helps you to generate the contents. Now you are able to generate the content like text content, video, image, music, or you are also able to generate a programming code using these tools. And whatever the question or whatever the prompt that you are giving to these tools, based upon that, it is going to generate the certain unique contents. For example, I'm asking or I'm giving a prompt something like, draw me a sunset over a mountain. Okay, this is a simple prompt that I have, suppose that I have given to the ChatGPT, okay, or Gemini or any tools. So what is going to be happen? So it will create a beautiful, unique artwork. Observed over here on the right side. The moment I will click the enter, it will generate what? A beautiful frame. Okay, within fractions of second, it will generate. It means, again, it will wait for my next instruction. It means at a time you are able to give only one instructions. So based upon your question, it is going to generate what? Certain information or responses. And again, it is waiting for your next question. We are calling next prompt or next command. So that is what generative AI. Under the generative AI, we have a various tools like real life example you can that we can discuss, like ChatGPT, as most of you are aware. Then DALL-E is basically useful for generating the images. Then Suno app is useful for generating the music. The Napkin is useful to convert your any text into a certain graphical format. And like I hope that all of you are aware about the Gamma, which helps you to generate the PPTs or presentation. We will discuss about that in the practical session. Nothing to worry, because I knew that there are many students who are going to attend this particular sessions. So first one, like ChatGPT, it helps you to write an essay, solve your homework problems, or it is also able to generate certain ideas for your project. Okay, it is going to help you in all the ways, not only for generating on the responses. Then we have a DALL-E or Nano Banana. Nano Banana is a tool or app under the Gemini, which helps you to convert any written description into an artwork or certain images. Then we have a tool called as Gamma, which helps you to generate the music. And finally, we are going to talk about the Napkin, which helps you to convert any textual information into a graphical. So now question arises, what is the wait prompt? A prompt which will generate the information based upon your question. Now, how to ask the question? That is the most important part. Please remember, सभी लोगों के बीच में गलत फहमी है कि चैट जीपीटी में हमको इजीली आंसर मिल जाते हैं, बट वेदर दो आंसर्स आर प्रॉपर और नॉट, दैट इज अ बिग क्वेश्चन। और इसके लिए कोई हमको इंटेलिजेंट चीज चाहिए या नहीं चाहिए, दैट इज अगेन वन ऑफ द बिग क्वेश्चन। सो आई ऑलवेज से दैट इन ऑर्डर टू यूज अ टूल लाइक चैट जीपीटी यू शुड बी एन इंटेलिजेंट, बिकॉज चैट जीपीटी इटसेल्फ इज अ वेरी मच इंटेलिजेंट। तो बेस्ड अपॉन योर क्वेश्चन, आप क्वेश्चन किस ढंग से पूछ रहे हो उसके हिसाब से आपको आंसर्स मिलेंगे। तो आई एम सेइंग नॉर्मल क्वेश्चन अगर आप पूछते तो आपको कैसा आंसर मिलेगा, और वही अगर आप एसबी के प्रॉम्प्ट जो मैं आपको बताऊंगा, इट इज कॉल्ड ए सिस्टमैटिक बेंचमार्क की टास्क फॉर जनरेटिंग द बेटर नॉलेज। ओके, तो ये कैसे किया जा सकता है इसके बारे में हम थोड़ा डिस्कस करेंगे, एसबी के प्रॉम्प्ट के बारे में। तो व्हाट इज एसबी के प्रॉम्प्ट? SDK model is called a systematic benchmark for better knowledge. Okay, and this model is based upon the three major elements called as scope, benchmark, and key task. Whenever you are asking any question, make sure that whether you have specified all these three elements or not. If you have specified these three elements, I'm damn sure that you will get a proper responses. First one is what? You need to specify the proper scope about the question that you are asking. Okay, next one is what? So let's discuss about the scope. तो स्कोप मतलब एग्जाम्पल के तौर पे हम बोल सकते हैं यू द एप्रोप्रिएट इंटेंट ऑडियंस। तो कंटेंट जनरेट कर रहे हैं, ये किसके लिए कर रहे हैं, वेदर इट इज फॉर पर्सनल यूज और फॉर सर्टेन इंटेंट पीपल, व्हाट विल बी द लिमिट, उसका डेप्थ कितना रहेगा। यू नीड टू स्पेसिफाई around 150 or 300 or whatever the limit that you would like to specify. And finally, the kind of language that you would like to have, whether it is or technical language or kind of professional language. What kind of language, कौन से लैंग्वेज में उसने मतलब कौन से किस टाइप के लेवल के टोन में उन्होंने कंटेंट जनरेट करना चाहिए, ये आपको प्रॉपरली स्पेसिफाई करना बहुत जरूरी है। नाउ टेक एन एग्जांपल, आउटलाइन अ की स्टेजेस इन्वॉल्व इन इम्प्लीमेंटिंग अ पीएचडी। सपोज मुझे पीएचडी करना है, तो आई वुड लाइक टू नो कि भाई कौन कौन से स्टेजेस है। Okay, so I'm asking outline the key stages. Give me the important stages. So this is come under what? Scope. Now under the background, you are asking सब्जेक्ट रिलेटेड टास्क, एग्जैक्टली आपको क्या चाहिए, वहां पे कौन कौन से किस टाइप के आपको रेफरेंसेस मेंशन करना है। फॉर एग्जांपल आपको किसी सोर्स आप स्पेसिफाई कर सकते हैं कि आई वांट ऑल दिस इंफॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम अ सर्टेन स्पेसिफिक बुक और सर्टेन स्पेसिफिक यूजीसी के नियम्स के वहां से मुझे ड्रॉपिंग चाहिए। तो मैं यहाँ पे बता रहा हूँ मेरा सोर्स, तो सोर्सेस मे बी योर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया, इट मे बी बुक्स, इट मे बी विकिपीडिया। ओके, सो देयर आर n number of sources are available. So from which source you would like to generate your information, that you can also specify. Okay, it means we are specifying the reference or preparation material. So here I am asking, example के तौर पे मैं पूछ रहा हूँ for PhD orientation guide, उस चीज के लिए मुझे यहाँ पे चाहिए, बैकग्राउंड में मैंने बता दिया। एंड फाइनली की टास्क। ओके, तो वो इंफॉर्मेशन मुझे एग्जैक्टली क्या चाहिए, आई वुड लाइक टू एक्सप्लेन मी टॉपिक्स, जो भी आप कंटेंट जनरेट कर रहे हो उसके मुझे क्या करो, प्रॉपरली एक्सप्लेन करो, उसका कंपैरिजन बताओ मुझे, वेरियस ऑप्शन क्या क्या रह सकते हैं वो मुझे प्रॉपर बताओ, मुझे इलस्ट्रेटिव एग्जांपल्स वो हम स्पेसिफाई कर सकते हैं। फॉर एग्जांपल मैंने यहाँ पे दिया डिस्क्राइब द स्टेजेस ऑफ टॉपिक सिलेक्शन ऑफ द टू थेसिस सबमिशन, मतलब टॉपिक सिलेक्शन से लेके सबमिशन ऑफ थेसिस तक क्या क्या चीजें रह सकते हैं, ये सब चीजें मुझे प्रॉपरली बताओ। तो दिस इज व्हाट माय की टास्क। सो रिमेंबर scope, you need to specify what is the scope, then specify the background for which purpose you want to generate, and finally specify the what are the information that you would like to generate from this. Okay, so if you are going to follow this SDK model, I am sure that you are going to get all your relevant answer properly. So अगर मैं सिंपल लैंग्वेज में, अगर नॉर्मल स्टूडेंट रहेगा तो क्या पूछेगा, एक्सप्लेन हाउ टू डू अ पीएचडी, चैट जीपीटी को। वही अगर हम एसबी के मॉडल फॉलो करेंगे तो आप किस तरह से पूछेंगे, आउटलाइन द की स्टेजेस इन्वॉल्व इन कंप्लीटिंग द पीएचडी फॉर ए पीएचडी ओरिएंटेशन गाइड, ऑल्सो डिस्क्राइब द process from topic selection to the thesis submission in a clear and sequential steps. Okay, in this way if you are going to ask the question, you will definitely get a proper response from these tools. Okay, now what is agent AI? Let's see. Just a moment. It is like I earlier said that using the normal generative AI, you are asking what? You are giving one question and it is generating the one response. Now, if you want to generate a sequence of steps, sequence of questions, आपने क्वेश्चन दिया, उसका आपने आंसर दिया, उसके बाद फिर से उसी के बेस पे उसने सेकंड क्वेश्चन जनरेट किया. So how to get such kind of responses, or how to generate such kind of prompt? That is what basically an agent AI. Okay. Take simple example. Suppose I have received one mail from Madhu.Kishore. Okay. What is the request? Request to organize tomorrow's team meeting. And message is what? Hello, sir. Could you please organize a team meeting tomorrow at 3 p.m. with all the faculty members? Kindly book a meeting room, send the invitation, and share the confirmation with me once done. Now, how many, what you can say that, how many things are there? First of all, we need to make sure whether it is possible to organize the meeting for the faculty members at 3 p.m. Then we need to check whether the room is available or not. Then we need to send the invitation. And finally, we need to send back what? A confirmation. Okay. So there are various things are there that we need to perform. It is not a single task. It is the collection of tasks that we need to perform. So for that purpose, using a single tool, it is not possible to perform. So it might be possible that you need a multiple tools. So what are the tools? Let's see an example. So it means this is what multitask job. It is a multiple job. Let's see. First, understand your goal. What is your goal? To organize the faculty team meeting tomorrow at 3 p.m. That is your first goal. Then plan the steps. What is plan the step? AI automatically identifies everything that must be done to fulfill the request. It means, first of all, it will check whether the faculties are available or not. So how it is going to check? Using your Google Calendar. Okay, it will check because in Google Calendar, everyone need to specify their schedules of the day. So it will check Google Calendar whether all the faculty members are free or not during that time. If they are free, then accordingly it will generate what? It will drop the invitation. Again, it will check whether the rooms are available or not. It might be possible that that particular room, seminar room, has been occupied for certain other purpose. Okay, so we need to check whether that room is available or not. It means it will check using a certain tools. It might be possible that your college is maintaining certain mechanism of reserving the rooms, what? Automatically, or using a certain tools. Then finally prepare the confirmation. So what are the tools that required here? We need a calendar to check the availability and verify the room slot. Then we need to drop the mail, and finally room booking system. So these are some of the multiple tools that we need to use in order to solve this particular problem. Okay, though it looks very simple. So here we are calling what? It's an agent AI. Okay. And finally, it will reply the back. If everything is proper, it will reply back to the sender that yes, it is possible to what? It is possible to organize the meeting. So what are the tools that you may use here? ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot Agent, Google AI Workspace, and Reflexility AI. These are some of the tools that you may use. We will see again a demonstration of example practically later on, once we completed our presentation. Then finally, we have called as agentic AI, which will able to make a decision of its own based upon the information that it is using automatically from time to time. Okay, and it will consist of the various sensors. Like when you are talking about the automatic car, it has been inbuilt with the various sensors. Okay, so it means it is not possible to make such kind of what you can add that operation using a single tools. It is a collection of the various tools that we need to combine, the corrections of the various platforms that we need to use, corrections of various technologies that we need to follow in order to solve such kind of problems. So it consists of various things. Whenever you are generating any tools, something based on agentic AI. You need to have the understanding of various technologies, various tools. Okay, then only it is possible to generate a agentic AI. Now, this is the basic key difference between all of them. Using generative AI, we are generating what? A content. Okay. AI agent is called as what? Task completion assistant. And finally, agentic AI. It is what? Independent problem solver. It means once we have given all the information, we don't need to interpret, or we don't need to interact regularly. Once everything has been provided to the tools, it will generate or it will perform all those operations automatically. So these are some of the references that I have followed. In a moment, we will start the practical session. So once again, thankful to one and all. यहाँ तक किसी को कोई डाउट है before I am going to start my practical session? Any question that is in your mind?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Dr. Udayraj Chavan. So
Yes,
one more
sir.
question,
Please.
sir.
Yes, sir. Please.
So how to work, sir, AI for Orange economy?
Pardon? How
My
to
question
use?
is, got it, sir?
Now, how to use AI for what?
Orange economy.
Orange economy.
Like content creation, sir.
Yes. We will discuss. But how to write the content? Yes. We are going to discuss in practical session that we are covering. Let's see. First of all, we will start with a very simple example. AI contents. We will start with, there are various AI tools that I already opened. So let's start with a very simple ChatGPT that you are performing in your day-to-day life. Let's say start with a very simple example. 123 plus 567. Okay, no doubts. Within the fractions of 7, it will give me the answer, but I'm not satisfied with this. Okay, I'm asking the question, something like this. Are you sure? Like हम डे टू डे में पूछते हैं ना भाई, सही में है क्या? Again, I'm not sure. देखो मतलब कितना सिंप्लीफाई करते जा रहा है, हर बार उसका आंसर कैसे करते जा रहा है. इट इज गोइंग टू मेक इट सिंप्लीफाइंग द योर आंसर. फर्स्ट टाइम में जब उसको आंसर दिया, इट्स स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड आंसर. I am not satisfied with the answer. Now here it is giving me the systematic. First of all, it is performing what? Unit addition, then the 10th addition, and then 100th addition. So it is always able to get a proper answer. जब तक आप satisfied होते तब तक उसके ऊपर पूछते चलो. हमेशा ये क्या करता है, आपको सिंपल लैंग्वेज में, सिंपल मतलब आपके लेवल पे आके, मतलब आंसर इज एबल टू जनरेट द रेस्पॉन्सेस फॉर यू. दैट इज द ब्यूटी ऑफ दिस टूल. बट व्हाट वी आर डूइंग मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम, द फर्स्ट रेस्पॉन्स हमको जो मिल गया उसको हम सिंपली कॉपी पेस्ट कर देते हैं. Okay, so don't ever do such kind of thing. Unless you are not satisfied, don't do it. Take few more examples. Like, suppose I am asking the question straight away. I want to know, जैसे हम स्टेज में पूछे, what are the stages of PhD? Let's see. Okay, admission coursework followed by topic selection proposal, then literature review, research design, data collection, data analysis, thesis writing, submission and evaluation, viva voce, award of degree. कितना simplify बता रहा है. But if I am going to ask, kindly let me know stages that are in doing PhD for a computer science subject in limit your words in 150 and brief or explain in very simple language. Assume I am not a research or I am not anything. I am not aware anything about PhD. Okay. I'm asking, kindly give me.
Sir, you are muted. Please unmute.
Hello.
Please
Sir, you are
kindly
not
give me the
audible,
sources.
sir.
Now, see,
Sure,
Yes,
sir.
sir, you are audible.
hello.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So I'm asking for the kindly give me the sources. So it is giving what the various sources through which it has generated this information. So using this such kind of technique, it means you need to follow what proper prompt. Don't give a simply questions. You can always ask. Now again, I can ask only use book sources. For example, I'm asking the question, what is dynamic theory? Okay. Use only book sources. Don't follow any online sources. It is giving me what? All the book sources that it has followed. So question is, it is all about asking the proper questions. Okay, simply copying and pasting information is not going to help you a lot. Next comes about tools like, we will again come back to the ChatGPT later on. Upload a file. I would like to create the image. Upload the file. Say example, I'm uploading my image, personal. And asking, show the person standing on 12th floor in one hand in the book and in other cup of coffee. Show me top view. This simple prompt that I have given. आप जितना अच्छे से रिस्पॉन्स देंगे कि उसका बैकग्राउंड कैसे रहना चाहिए, ओके, उसका कलर कैसे रहना चाहिए, बिल्डिंग का कलर, अकॉर्डिंगली इट विल एबल टू शो यू. it is all about the prompt, how you are asking the questions. Okay, important. If you want to show a certain heroes and heroine और background में अगर आपको mountain चाहिए तो आप mountain दिखा सकते हैं, sky दिखाना, मतलब जो भी, everything depends upon the what your prompt, the way you are asking the question. That is the most important. Okay, so using these tools, we are able to generate what the images. Not only the images, we are also able to generate the music. Let's see. Okay, this is called as Suno music. Now for that purpose, first of all, we need a lyrics. Okay, यहाँ पे हमको क्या करना पड़ेगा, lyrics देना पड़ेगा. So what I will do, I will create one small lyrics using a chat GPT only. I will do only one thing. Things convert it into Hindi. The script. Okay. अब हम सिंपल इसको ले लेते हैं. We are not written any standard on anything. मैं इसको कॉपी कर रहा हूँ सुनो ऐप में, पेस्टिंग इट. Okay. Now we have a various styles. आप किस तरह की म्यूजिक बनाना चाहते हैं. Dude, then woman singer चाहिए क्या, male, female, everything you can specify. Okay, there were only 4 lines. Once again we will do. इसको मैं कॉपी कर लेता हूँ लास्ट में. And see. Within the fractions of second, it is able to generate a music for you. Let's see. सुनते हैं सभी लोग. Okay. Let's try for second उसने जो बनाया composing.
Sir, song is not audible to us.
Thing is that
Song is not audible to us.
you are able to generate a proper music, and not only that, you are also able to download this one. ठीक है, डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं आप, और इसमें बाद में फिर आप अलग टूल्स के थ्रू उसमें इमेजेस डाल सकते हैं. So everything is very much easy nowadays. Okay. Then now for the research scholars, we have one more thing about that. Napkin tool is useful for generating or converting your any text into what, a graphical format. Let's see how. MS वर्ड में जाते हैं। I'm generating a function using a random predefined text. We have created a 2 paragraphs. Okay, it's a predefined text. I will copy this information. पेस्ट करेंगे यहाँ पे। ओके, यहाँ पे अपने आप ये जनरल विजुअल्स करके सिंबल आ जाता है, तो इसके ऊपर क्लिक कीजिए। Observe that it has converted your textual information into a document format. Okay, there are various formats have been given over here. You can use any one of them based upon your requirements. Okay, so that is what about the napkin tools. The napkin tools is basically useful to convert your any textual information into what? A graphical format. Then we will discuss one more about the gamma. I hope that many of you are aware about this, but since the students are also there, this tool is useful to generate the PPTs. Generate. You can also import your existing PPTs, no doubt, or you can also specify here. Again, the prompt is going, अगर आपका prompt proper रहा, so you will be able to generate a proper PPT. For example, generate a PPT for national level seminar. The faculties on the topic, say PPT presentation. Keep where I would like to discuss only about animations and transitions. Also discuss Zoom facility. Okay, let's say हमने जनरलाइज नहीं बोले, अगर जनरलाइज करते थे तो पूरा हमको बता देता। we are asking specific, and within the fractions of second it will generate what? A beautiful PPT for you. This is an outline of PPT. Okay, आप यहाँ पे स्पेसिफाई कर सकते हो कि आपको किस तरह का विजुअल्स चाहिए, आप बता दीजिए, एंड इट विल हेल्प टू यू टू जनरेट दैट। And it will help you what? It will help you to generate the proper PPT, excellent PPT। मतलब कंटेंट वाइज अगर आप देखेंगे तो सिमिलरली उसका जो टोन है, उसका ग्राफिकल फॉर्मेट है, इट इज एन एक्सेलेंट वे। Okay, so you can create such kind of PPT, मतलब, but again remember, make sure your prompt should be proper. Okay, so that is what all about this what you can say, gamma. And finally we have one more tool called as Notebook LM. This is specifically useful for the research scholar. What you need to do here is that you need to upload, for example, मैं एक काम कर देता हूँ, यहाँ से इसको रिमूव कर देता हूँ। You are able to upload any kind of source over here, and it is able to generate the information from your source only. आपने जो सोर्सेस बताए वहीं से इंफॉर्मेशन जनरेट करेगा, बाकी एक्स्ट्रा कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन उसमें ऐड नहीं करेगा। तो ये सोर्सेस कैसे ऐड करते हैं? सिंपली क्लिक ओवर हियर। फॉर एग्जांपल, यहाँ पे मेरे पास अभी पीडीएफ नहीं है, तो हम पीडीएफ को एक अपलोड कर लेते हैं। अपलोड द फाइल्स, पीडीएफ फाइल्स। I have already downloaded those. गूगल स्कॉलर का एक पेपर है जिसको हमने क्या किया, ऑलरेडी डाउनलोड करके रखे हैं, एंड इट हैज बीन एडेड ओवर हियर। तो सॉरी, गूगल स्कॉलर ऑलरेडी हो गया, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे हम क्या कर सकते हैं कि आपको जो जो जिस जिस सोर्सेज से आपके पास जो ऑलरेडी आपने कलेक्ट किए, तो आप क्या कर सकते हैं, वट एवर द रिव्यू ऑफ लिटरेचर दैट यू ऑलरेडी डाउनलोडेड, यू कैन पेस्ट ऑल दो सोर्सेस ओवर हियर एंड यू आर एबल टू जनरेट द इंफॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिकुलर sources only. Now here, now you can ask, summarize the PDF files that I have uploaded. So it will only summarize those PDF files that I have already uploaded. So rather than working with the ChatGPT or any tools, I will suggest you to go with this Notebook LM, where you are able to keep all your sources at one place. आप अपना जितने भी रिसोर्सेस है वो सब एक जगह आप रखेंगे यहाँ पे, and you are able to generate any sort of information using only these sources only. Okay, so observe that हमने यहाँ पे क्या रखा है, टॉपिक AI सिस्टम. ओके, एआई सिस्टम के ऊपर सपोज मुझे कुछ रिसर्च करना है, तो उससे रिलेटेड हमने क्या किया, जितने भी हमारे टूल्स है, फॉर एग्जांपल देखिए, जैसे यहाँ पे इमेज दिया हमने, इमेज वन में क्या है मैं आपको दिखा देता हूँ. दिस इज माय इमेज वन फाइल. यहाँ से भी मुझे कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन एक्सट्रैक्ट करनी थी, तो ये भी हमने उसको क्या किया, एज ए सोर्स करके हमने उसको दिए है. आप वेबसाइट के सोर्सेज दे सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, एक एग्जाम्पल के तौर पे देखते हैं, व्हाट इज एआई. विकिपीडिया में हमको चाहिए. ठीक है, इसका ये जो सोर्स आया है यहाँ पे, लिंक जो है उसको हम क्या कर रहे हैं, यहाँ से कॉपी कर रहे हैं, एंड देन नोटबुक एलएम में add source. Under the add source, what is there? It's a website. So click on the website and specify the link and ask to insert. Okay, so it means what you can do using the Notebook LM, you are able to sources related to your topic, and you are able to generate the information based upon those sources only. Okay, not only that, you are also able to generate the various types of the questions from this particular information that you have added. You are also able to generate the quiz. Okay, आप यहाँ पे वीडियो का ओवरव्यू देख सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल हमने यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी किया. इट विल टेक लॉट ऑफ टाइम, प्लीज रिमेंबर. हमने इसको हिंदी में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए बताया था. Okay, so it means you are also able to, जो भी हमारी जो वीडियो, सपोज हमने वीडियो कोई डाउनलोड किए हैं, सपोज वो इंग्लिश में और हमको उसको हिंदी में कन्वर्ट करना है, तो यू आर ऑल्सो एबल टू डू दैट ओवर हियर इटसेल्फ, विद इन दिस टूल इटसेल्फ. Then you are also able to generate the mind maps. Okay, quizzes आप यहाँ पे बना सकते हो, and you are also able to generate a data table based upon the contents. I am clicking over here यहाँ पे, but it will take a lot of time. It will take a lot of time in order to generate the information. So for all the research scholars, follow a Notebook LM. That is the best way to keep all your material at one place. Okay. Now, over to you again. If you have any more questions, you can ask me. अभी रेफरेंसेस के बारे में एक बात की थी, तो मैं वो भी बता देता हूँ. छोटा सा रेफरेंसेस कैसे ऐड करते हैं, जनरेट कैसे करते हैं यूजिंग रियलिटी में, using MS Word itself. Okay, assume that this information you have copied from certain sources. What you need to do, under the reference, we have a tab called as Insert Citation. Click over here, add new source. So what kind of sources it is, किस टाइप का सोर्स है ये आप स्पेसिफाई करो. अगर बुक होगा तो आप बुक करो, बुक सेक्शन होगा, जर्नल आर्टिकल कॉन्फ्रेंस प्रोसीडिंग एक्सेट्रा. सो सिंपली सिलेक्ट द बुक, हु इज द ऑथर, लेट्स से डॉक्टर Ullas Patki. Assume that he has written a book on, say, research methodology. Year of publication 2022. City, say, from Nanded. Publisher, say, let's say TMH, Tata McGraw-Hill. You can also add additional information related to that source, like you can specify the state, country, editor, volume, etc., the language of the book. These are some of the other information that you can specify. Now, simply I'm clicking on the OK button. So observe over here, what is going to be happen? It will generate automatically a citation. This is what my first citation. It is in which style? It is in IEEE style. Observe, it is in IEEE style. Okay. Now, once again, now assume you have copied this information and you got the idea by watching certain movies. Okay. Again, movie can be a source. Please remember, movie can be a source. So again, add insert citation, add new source. Suppose say I got an idea from movie, watching a movie. Say movie name is Robot. Okay, production company say ABC, director is say Shankar, country India, and when this movie has been released, say let's say 2010. Again, you can add various other information like the producer name, distributor name, writer, language of the movies, etc. These are some of the other information that you can add with that particular source. So I'm clicking on the OK button. This is what my second citation. Okay. Finally, at the end, what you need to do, जब आपका पूरा काम खत्म हो जाएगा, तो simply click on bibliography. Simply click on the bibliography. अगर आपको हेडिंग बिब्लियोग्राफी चाहिए, कैप्शन जिसको बोलते हैं कैप्शन, अगर आपको बिब्लियोग्राफी कैप्शन चाहिए तो आप बिब्लियोग्राफी रखो, रेफरेंस चाहिए तो रेफरेंस, और वर्क साइटेड चाहिए तो वर्क साइटेड. Usually foreign university follow what? Work cited. Okay, so I'm keeping here work references. So this is my what? First reference. Okay, so this is in which style? It is in IEEE. Suppose I need in APA, simply click over APA. In APA, we are specifying what? The year. Okay. In case of MLA, if it is MLA, you can also specify MLA. In MLA, we are not specifying the year. Please remember. तो मोस्टली क्या होता है, जो प्लेगरिज्म के बारे में जो बात करते हैं हम, मोस्टली ये होता है कि हम डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ स्टाइल फॉलो करते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, यहाँ पे मैंने IEEE में रखा और मैंने कहीं से इंफॉर्मेशन कॉपी पेस्ट किया, वो है MLA फॉर्मेट में. सो इट मींस व्हाट, देयर आर डिफरेंट स्टाइल्स आर देयर. सो दैट इज वन ऑफ द रीजन फॉर व्हाट? द प्लेगरिज्म. इट मींस क्लियरली समझ में आ रहा है कि यू आर नॉट consistency, you are not maintaining the consistency about the style. Okay, so using this technique, it's very easy. You are able to generate the various citation and references automatically using these particular tools. So ये एक बताना रह गया था. So now, if you have any more doubts, you can ask me related to the topics. Yes. Ankar, I hope that there were many students in the sessions. कि पूरे फैकल्टी थे, क्योंकि मुझे ये बताया गया था कि
Yes,
मैक्सिमम
both,
स्टूडेंट
both,
रहने वाले हैं.
Students, yes, sir.
Both. Okay, okay, okay.
maximum both are.
Maximum students.
Okay, okay. Any more doubts that you have in your mind? ओके, एक एग्जांपल रहेगा, एक एग्जांपल रहेगा. एजेंटिक एआई का एक एग्जांपल लेना बताना बोल गया. एक मिनट जस्ट अ मिनट, प्लीज गिव मी अ चांस. आई वुड लाइक टू शो द एग्जांपल ऑफ एजेंट एआई. Now, in agent AI, what we are doing, let's see. Simple algorithm अपने लिए. Ask the user to enter the three numbers, wait for the user input. Okay. Verify the inputs are number, perform the addition, and display the result. So simple. Let's see what is happening. इनको क्या बोलना है स्टार्टिंग में? वर्क एज ए एजेंट एआई. So enter the key numbers. Let's take another example. Now suppose मैंने अगर नंबर फिर से यहाँ पे गलत देता हूँ, in algorithm. Okay, let's try some another example. Let's see क्या हमने दिया. You are a AI agent. Goal: drop the meal receipt and preparation plan. Okay, ask the user for the type of food, whether you would like to generate the veg food or non-veg food. Based upon the selected food type, display the few suitable dishes. Okay, for reference only. Ask the user to enter the dish name and the choice and the number of person. कितने लोगों के लिए वो करना है. And finally, generate the what ingredient. Let's see. रन करें इसको हम. First question. Let's see whether you want a veg or non-veg. So I'm asking say veg. तो सैंपल वेट डिश उसने बताया कि आपको कौन सा बनाना है, इसमें ये चाहिए ये चाहिए ये चाहिए. तो आई वांट से पनीर मसाला, पनीर बटर मसाला, और यू कैन आल्सो स्पेसिफाई समथिंग एल्स, गोभी मसाला. प्लीज एंटर द नंबर ऑफ पर्सन. कितने जनों के लिए बनाना है? 6 पीपल्स. दिस इज व्हाट मतलब क्वेश्चन आंसर पैटर्न में चल रहा है एजेंट एआई. जो हम बोले था नॉट ओनली इंग्रेडिएंट क्या क्या लगेंगे और प्रिपरेशन कैसे करने का, ये भी आपको बता रहा है वो. So this is what agent AI, where it is performing the multiple tasks, not a single task. It is performing the multiple tasks. Okay, this is a simple demonstration of what agent AI. And now I hope that you understood about the agent AI compared to our generative AI. Yes. Now again over to you, sir.
Sir, I have one question.
Yes, madam.
Sir, using agent AI, can we draw any algorithm if we give any methodology to it?
Yes,
So
why not?
according to
Suppose
it will
for
show
example.
stepwise algorithm to us.
Yes, why not? See, suppose I'm asking, right? First of all, I will directly show, right, an algorithm or program in C to find area of circles. Okay, simple example. आप कितना भी ले सकते हैं. So your program is ready. You can copy कर सकते हैं और आप इसको रन करके देख सकते हैं. Okay, now I'm asking, give me the algorithm. Give me an algorithm for above. Okay, आप इसी को बोल सकते हैं कि अभी रन करके दिखाओ मुझे. मतलब इसको क्या बोलेंगे? work as a agent AI and run it. So
Sir,
you will
can
be
we
able to
draw
run this.
flowchart also?
Not over here. Okay, आप एक काम कर सकते हैं इसको. सिंपल एग्जांपल मैं आपको बता देता हूँ फ्लो चार्ट बनाने का तरीका. नॉट एग्जैक्टली फ्लो चार्ट, आप हायरार्चिकल बना सकते हैं. ओके, लेट्स ट्राई. आप यहाँ पे पूछेंगे अपन उसको जेमिनी में. उसके लिए मुझे क्या यूज करना पड़ेगा? अगर मुझे यहाँ पे ChatGPT में है तो यहाँ पे एक ऑप्शन है डेल. ओके, इसके ऊपर क्लिक करेंगे. जनरेट फ्लो चार्ट फॉर द फॉलोइंग. पेस्ट करो आपके स्टेप्स को. ओके, सिंपल है ये, मतलब नॉट रियलिस्टिक. ओके, सेम चीज हम यहाँ पे ट्राई करते हैं जेमिनी में. और फ्लो चार्ट. The following steps. Please remember, it's a Nano Banana, one of the tool under the Gemini for generating the images.
Okay.
It's a realistic. मतलब आप कंपेयर कर सकते हो कि मतलब जेमिनी में के अंदर आप इमेजेस बना रहे हो, ChatGPT में बना रहे हो, तो कितना फर्क पड़ता है. It looks very much realistic compared to your ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is not only single tool. Everyone have their own specialization.
Okay, thank you,
For
sir.
different work, we need to use the different tools.
Yeah, yes. Thank you, sir.
Kishore sir,
Yes, please.
some questions are in chat box, sir.
Okay, let me see.
Okay.
Tool called as AI, which able to generate a text from the video lectures. Text from video lectures से निकालने के लिए. Okay. Second one is how I can add MLA. A reference tool in Windows 7. Okay. Same question. करके देखते हैं अपन. अच्छा, आपको मैं छोटा सा उसके पहले भी एक छोटा सा और एक चीज बताता हूँ आपको. सपोज ये इमेज है और इमेज से मुझे अगर ये इंफॉर्मेशन निकालना है तो कैसे निकाल सकते हैं? एनी वन ऑफ यू आइडिया? कुछ भी नहीं करना है. देखिए, आपने इसको ओपन किया, यहाँ पे ऑप्शन आता है, देखिए स्कैन टेक्स्ट, खत्म. और पूरी इंफॉर्मेशन आप क्या कर सकते हैं, यहाँ पे स्कैन करके आप पेस्ट कर सकते हैं. ओके. अगर इमेज अगर प्रॉपर अच्छी रहे ना, बहुत अच्छे से इंफॉर्मेशन आपकी एक्सट्रैक्ट हो जाती है. इट्स वेरी क्लियर. नाउ रिगार्डिंग द वीडियो टू टेक्स्ट, आपको वहां पे नैपकिन में मिल जाएगा सर. नैपकिन के अंदर में भी वो भी ऑप्शन है. लेट्स सी. ये हमारी इमेज है, ये हमारा वीडियो. व्हाट इज एआई? ओके. So I'm asking, kindly extract the text from this video. Okay. So this is very much possible in Notebook LM. So you can use this particular tools. What is AI? Ever you ask for the sir or Alexa? तो something उसमें जो भी लिखा होगा वो पूरा का पूरा इंफॉर्मेशन आपको यहाँ पे निकाल के दे देगा. I hope that you got an answer. Apart from that, there are various other tools are there. Video to text, AI tools. Okay, TurboScribe is there that you can also use. आप कितने में ले सकते हैं? मतलब डेली आप मतलब 3 ट्रांजेक्शन तो कर ही सकते हैं फ्रीली में. मतलब 3 वीडियो लोड करके उसके इंफॉर्म डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं. ओके. Want to try? Shall I try it? Okay, let's try. क्या बोल रहे हैं यहाँ पे? ड्रैग. कौन सी फाइल? MP3, M4 वगैरह वगैरह उसने ऑलरेडी दिया, तो हम कर लेते हैं ब्राउज. तो एक वीडियो हमने ऑलरेडी बनाई है, चलो देखते हैं. लिरिक्स, कोई तो भी एक गाना ले लेते हैं. ओके, लैंग्वेज बता देते हैं हम. लैंग्वेज हमको कौन सी लैंग्वेज में चाहिए, वो उसकी लिरिक्स. मतलब वो यूट्यूब में वीडियो है, उसको हम क्या कर रहे हैं, सिंपली डाउनलोड कर रहे हैं एक स्पेसिफिक लैंग्वेज में. अगर इंग्लिश में चाहेंगे तो इंग्लिश में भी है. हिंदी ऑप्शन नहीं दिया. ओके, गुजराती है. हिंदी ऑप्शन. ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम. चलो देखते हैं. ओके, एंड इसको क्या करेंगे हम? यहाँ पे मुझे साइन अप करना पड़ेगा. कंटिन्यू. Okay, and finally you are able to download this audio. देखो कैसे प्रॉपरली नहीं हुआ। ये मेरे हंगल क्या सुना, तेरी कहानी वगैरह वगैरह, एक्चुअली लिरिक्स में आपको दिखाता हूँ क्या है। समटाइम्स इट इज नॉट एबल टू प्रोनाउंसिएशन से अपने जो रहते हैं शायद वो प्रॉपरली एक्सट्रैक्ट नहीं करना पता, मतलब देयर आर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स। अभी भी काफी अपडेशन चालू है। जैसे कि पहले हम चैट जीपीटी से इमेजेस में बहुत खुश हो जाते थे, लेकिन आजकल हमारे पास जेमिनाई आ गया, जेमिनाई का नैनो बनाना, तो बहुत ही अच्छे अच्छे इमेजेस बनते हैं। तो लिरिक्स ये ऐसे आना चाहिए था। ठीक है, तो उन्होंने कैसे बनाया देखो। इसको हम क्या कर सकते हैं, कॉपी कर सकते हैं एंड देन पेस्ट वर्ड में। तो नो डाउट यू आर एबल टू जनरेट द, यू आर ऑल्सो एबल टू कन्वर्ट, एग्जैक्टली बता रहा है कि कहाँ से टाइमिंग में, कौन से टाइमिंग में क्या क्या वर्डिंग है। तो यू आर ऑल्सो एबल टू डू दैट पार्ट ऑल्सो। ओके, यस, एनी मोर डाउट। अच्छा एमएलए का पूछा था एक जन ने। Now, under this insert tab, please remember, under this reference tab, we have a few styles. Okay, what you need to do there, you need to add. पहले आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, उसको ऐड करना पड़ेगा, मतलब आपको डाउनलोड करना पड़ेगा एमएलए का, और फिर उसको यहाँ पे जाके क्या करना पड़ेगा, ऐड करना पड़ेगा। सो इट्स अ लिटिल बिट टाइम कंज्यूमिंग, सो बट टेक्निक इज लाइक दिस ओनली। ओके, तो अगर आपका डिफरेंट डिफरेंट फॉर्मेट फॉर नाउ नाउ लेट मी नो हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर अवेयर एमएलए कहाँ फॉर्मेट करते हैं, ओनली फॉर द लैंग्वेज स्टूडेंट। द लैंग्वेज स्टूडेंट शुड ओनली फॉलो द एमएलए, नॉट अदर स्टूडेंट। Okay, then for IEEE we have all the science student. Hardware is basically useful for the commerce and management student. APA is for your social science student. Okay, remember हर एक स्टाइल का अपना एक स्पेसिफिक डिसिप्लिन के लिए बनाया गया प्रॉपरली, और हम क्या करते हैं, उसको मिक्सअप कर डालते हैं। डोंट डू एवर दैट। ओके, डोंट एवर डू दैट पार्ट। यस विशाल सर।
नाही येतोय मी कॉलेजला, ते एक प्रोग्राम होता कॉलेजला आला का?
किशोर सर।
म्यूट हो गया होगा, गलती से अनम्यूट हुआ होगा। ओके, कोई इशू नहीं।
Okay. Kishore sir,
यस
one question on behalf of all researchers. How to
यस
protect
यस प्लीज।
AI contents from plagiarism? Is there any
AI
specific tool
content,
to?
yeah, there are many tools are there. Okay, let's see. One of is what your Quidbolt. Quidbolt is one of the best tool that I will always ask you to use it. But paid version का अगर हम लेंगे तो यहाँ पे लिमिटेशन है कितना, मैक्सिमम 125 वर्ड, 3 वर्ड में आपको मिलेगा ओनली 125। लेट्स ट्राई दिस वन। ये ऑटोमेटिक जनरेटर, इसका मतलब क्या है, ये 100% प्लेगरिज्म आएगा। इसका प्री डिफाइंड है ना, तो 100% आएगा आपको। तो आप क्या कर सकते हैं, इसको क्विडबोर्ड में डाल दीजिए। ओके, एंड नाउ पैराफ्रेज। तो प्लीज रिमेंबर, इन पेड वर्जन वी हैव ओनली 2 ऑप्शन, स्टैंडर्ड एंड फ्लुएंसी। आप इसको ह्यूमनाइज कर सकते हैं। देखो यहाँ पे थर्ड ऑप्शन है, ह्यूमनाइज। ठीक है, फॉर्मल है, एकेडमिक है, सिंपल है, क्रिएटिव। आपके कंटेंट को एक्सपांड करना है तो आप एक्सपांड करवा सकते हो यहाँ पे, उसको शॉर्टन करना है तो आप शॉर्ट करवा सकते हो। आपका कस्टम मतलब आपका स्पेसिफिक कोई टोन होगा, आप अपना टोन दे दो कि आपकी जो लैंग्वेज कैसी है, तो उसके हिसाब से क्या करेगा, आपके कंटेंट को वो पूरा फॉर्मेट करेगा। मतलब अपना एक पेज आप लिख के दे दो, नहीं आपकी ग्रामर मतलब आप जैसे लिखते हैं वैसे वो दे दो, और उस फॉर्मेट में वो कन्वर्ट करके देगा। तो दिस इज अ रियली गुड टूल। मतलब क्वेश्चन तो है कि भाई एआई से अब सब कुछ मिल रहा है रेडी, तो यूज करे या ना करे, दैट इज द बिगेस्ट डिबेट। ओके, बट आई ऑलवेज सजेस्ट दैट दिस टूल्स आर ओनली फॉर जनरेटिंग द इंफॉर्मेशन, नॉट फॉर द प्रेजेंटेशन। अल्टीमेटली एट द एंड ऑफ द डे यू नीड टू प्रेजेंट। हम भी पहले भी क्या करते थे, हम वेरियस सोर्सेज से, बुक से हम क्या करते थे, पढ़ते थे और फिर लिखते थे। अभी यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है कि सोर्सेस ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल है, हमको पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं, लेकिन हमारे पास सोर्स पूरा मटेरियल आ गया, लेकिन उस मटेरियल को समझना बहुत जरूरी है। दैट इज द इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट। क्लियर? एंड दीज आर द टूल्स आर देयर, लाइक क्विडबोर्ड इज देयर, देन जीरो जीपीटी इज देयर। जीरो जीपीटी से आप क्या कर सकते हैं, डिटेक्ट कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, जीरो जीपीटी इज देयर। देन डन सॉफ्टवेयर इज देयर, जिसके थ्रू हम फिर से चेक कर सकते हैं कि प्लेगरिज्म कितना है। जस्ट डन नाम का एक टर्न है, इसके थ्रू भी हम चेक कर सकते हैं कि कितना प्लेगरिज्म है। फॉर एग्जांपल ट्राई करते हैं, अपलोड करते हैं एक फाइल, इसी फाइल को हम अपलोड कर देते हैं। ये मैं निकाल लेता हूँ, इसको मैं सेव कर देते हैं इस फाइल को। मोर ऑप्शंस में जाके ब्राउज डेस्कटॉप पे हम सेव कर लेते हैं, नाम देते हैं सपोज BBC, ओके, वर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट, और इसको हम अपलोड करके देखते हैं अभी यहाँ पे जट डन नाम के सॉफ्टवेयर में, प्लेगरिज्म चेकर सॉफ्टवेयर ये डेस्कटॉप BBC, ओके, चेक फॉर द प्लेगरिज्म, क्लिक। प्लेगरिज्म चेकर के तो बहुत सारे टॉप फ्री सॉफ्टवेयर है, so many tools are there for plagiarism checker. Okay, 91% is what? Plagiarism. ठीक है, तो आप यहाँ पे भी मैं उसमें थोड़ा सा चेंज कर देता हूँ और फिर देखते हैं हम मतलब कैसे कर रहे हैं हम। कैसे लिखा देखिए, पहला वीडियो प्रोवाइड पावरफुल वे टू हेल्प यू टू प्रूव योर पॉइंट। मैं कैसे लिख रहा हूँ, there are various ways to prove your point and one of them is video. ओके, चलो चेक करते कितना कम हुआ, और एक बार यहाँ पे चेक करते। Click the insert and then choose the element you want from a different galleries. To use an image into the document, use gallery tools which contain or which stores many images. Okay, let's try it again. फिर से हम एक बार ट्राई करते हैं। रिमूव प्लेगरिज्म, यहाँ पे आप रिमूव प्लेगरिज्म का भी ऑप्शन है, आप ट्राई कर सकते हैं। फिर से मैं जाऊंगा प्लेगरिज्म चेकर पे और फिर से एक बार हम अपलोड करके देखते हैं फाइल को। सेम फाइल, हमने कुछ कंटेंट चेंज किए थे मैन्युअली। ओके, चेक प्लेगरिज्म। स्मॉल एसईओ टूल्स नाम का एक टूल है, स्मॉल एसईओ टूल्स फॉर प्लेगरिज्म चेकर, वो भी आप यूज कर सकते हो। यू ऑलरेडी एनालाइज द टेक्स्ट, ओके। तो अभी कितना आ रहा है, ऑलमोस्ट 50% आ रहा है। ओके, वी हैव, हमने कल 2 जगह चेंजेस किया, उसके हिसाब से आगे 50%। ओके, तो इट मीन्स व्हाट, देयर इज ऑलवेज वे, इट इज ऑलवेज बेटर कि एक बार हमको कंटेंट जनरेट होने के बाद हमको करना क्या है भाई, आपने जो कंटेंट जनरेट किया उसको पढ़ो एक बार और उसको अपने लैंग्वेज में लिखो, दैट इज द बेस्ट वे। ओके, ये ऑल दीज सोर्सेस आर फॉर व्हाट पर्पस, फॉर जनरेटिंग द इंफॉर्मेशन। दीज सोर्सेस आर ओनली फॉर जनरेटिंग द इंफॉर्मेशन। आप जो प्रैक्टिकल आपका जो भी वर्क कर रहे हो PhD, डोंट अज्यूम कि आपको पूरा वो मिलने वाला है नेट पे। अगर आप नेट पे अगर ऑलरेडी मिल रहा होगा तो PhD रहेगा ही नहीं, बिकॉज at the end of the day we are expecting something new which is not there, जो कहीं नहीं है उसी उसी पे तो हम रिसर्च कर रहे हैं ना। जो अगर ऑलरेडी है तो वो रिसर्च कहलाएगा क्या, बिल्कुल नहीं कहलाएगा। ओके, तो रिव्यू ऑफ लिटरेचर के लिए आप यूज कर सकते हो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। रिव्यू ऑफ लिटरेचर बेसिक इंट्रोडक्शन के लिए आप यूज करो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट मेक श्योर होने के बाद एट द एंड ऑफ डे आप उसको अपने इसमें कन्वर्ट करो। ओके, और फिर से मैं आपको सभी को यूज करूंगा, नोटबुक LM के ऊपर थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस करो आप अच्छे से, बहुत अच्छा टूल है, क्योंकि टाइमिंग बहुत लेता है, लेकिन वो मतलब इतनी सारी, अजूम करो कि आपने अगर 20-25 पेपर अगर दिए है उसको, आप पेपर दे सकते हो, बुक्स दे सकते हो, वीडियो दे सकते हो, ऑडियो दे सकते हो, इमेजेस दे सकते हो, वेबसाइट की आप लिंक दे सकते हो कि जहां से इंफॉर्मेशन आपको एक्सट्रैक्ट करना है। ओके, सो ऑल दिस थिंग इज देयर। यस, एनी मोर क्वेश्चन?
I think no questions, sir.
In chat box, there is one question.
Okay, I will check it out.
Yeah.
I will definitely share my presentation with the organizing committee. Okay. Thank you. peer review journals uses which tools for plagiarism checking? Sir, please provide their information. Everyone have their own tools, okay? Not a single tool is there. सभी लोग अपने अपने हिसाब से टूल्स यूज करते हैं, जो भी यूनिवर्सिटी के अपने यूनिवर्सिटी में भी अपने टूल्स रहते हैं। एक मैं आपको साथ क्वेश्चन करना चाहूंगा कि यूनिवर्सिटी के जो भी टूल यूज होते हैं उसमें कभी भी आप खुद चेक मत करो, क्योंकि यूनिवर्सिटी के जो चेक टूल्स होते हैं ना, वो क्या करते हैं, आपके कंटेंट को पब्लिक डोमेन में ला लेते हैं। इसका मतलब फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर आपने कोई अपनी थीसिस चेक कर रहे हैं बाहर से कहीं से आप चेक कर रहे हो, और जो सॉफ्टवेयर यूनिवर्सिटी यूज करती है, ठीक है, तो यूनिवर्सिटी वाले जो भी सॉफ्टवेयर रहते हैं वो क्या करते हैं कि वो कंटेंट को पब्लिक डोमेन में ला लेते हैं। इसका मतलब अज्यूम करो कि आपने ऑलरेडी चेक किया और पब्लिक डोमेन में आ गया, उसके बाद आपने यूनिवर्सिटी में सबमिट किया, ठीक है। यूनिवर्सिटी में सबमिट करने के बाद तो ऑब्वियसली ये कंटेंट क्या रहेंगे, आपका 100% प्लेगरिज्म, क्योंकि आपके कंटेंट ऑलरेडी कहाँ है, पब्लिक में है। टर्निटिन is one of the most of the tool that has been followed by everywhere, okay? So don't ever use those tool that is followed by your university. Try for something else. ऐसे टूल जो आपके कंटेंट को पब्लिक डोमेन में नहीं डालते, प्राइवेट ही रखते हैं, ऐसे ही टूल्स हमको यूज करना है। अगर आपका कोई भी कंटेंट अगर पब्लिक डोमेन में आ गया, इसका मतलब क्या, जब नेक्स्ट टाइम हम चेक करेंगे तो क्या होगा, वेरीफाइड हो जाएगा कि भाई ये कंटेंट तो ऑलरेडी है। नो डाउट इट इज योर ओन कंटेंट, नो डाउट इट इज योर ओन कंटेंट, बट स्टिल इट इज व्हाट, plagiarism, okay? Self plagiarism, इसको बोलेंगे self plagiarism, okay? So don't ever do that part. Any more? Morning, Kadri sir.
Yes, yes. Very nice and informative talk, sir. It's a recent information, and all of us will use in the future also, sir.
Need of the day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, we want to invite you in an offline talk, but due to some constraints and exams,
Definitely,
so we have
definitely, I'll be
planned.
there. Okay,
Yes, sir.
right.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
नहीं, एक्चुअली होता क्या है कि मुझे मिक्सअप इतना बताया गया ना कि मतलब स्टूडेंट भी है, ग्रेजुएशन के स्टूडेंट है, पीजी भी है, फैकल्टी भी है, सो आई वाज इन लिटिल बिट एग्जैक्टली किस तरह का लिया जाए, तो मैंने सोचा कि सभी को कुछ ना कुछ दिया जाए।
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Patki
Over to you,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, give a formal thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, or can I?
Okay, you should continue, sir. You can continue,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you, sir. SB Kishore, sir.
Sir, before that, I promised Dr. SB Kishore that definitely our institute will invite you to talk with our students. And
Definitely, I will be allowed to be there.
yes, many times I am saying, but due to some, as sir has said, so due to some constraints, I am unable to call you.
No issue, sir. No
But
issue,
definitely, I am myself, I am eagerly waiting to invite you and make interaction with our students, sir.
Definitely, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Nowadays, there is one there are one projects also for MSc students.
Yes. Last year I took. मेरे ख्याल से लास्ट ईयर में अपने वो लिए थे बच्चों के लिए, प्योरली एमएससी के बच्चों के लिए, इथिक्स के ऊपर शायद।
यस
सिलेबस से रिलेटेड एग्जैक्टली सिलेबस से 5 यूनिट अपने कवर करने की कोशिश की है 1 घंटे में।
यस सर। Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable time, and your talk is very informative. Our faculty members will definitely take care of it, and they will use it in future also. Nowadays, the era is of AI. In last decades, we say that before 20-30 years, it is era of computer, or it is era of typewriter, and now the era is of AI. In future, it will boost the things as we cannot think now, but it will definitely help students and all the learners for their information and correct information. Or there are some options, as you said that I am mathematics faculty, So as you think addition of two numbers, it may be 10, but how many times we can do it? So that can be done for many times as per the number, but it is helpful for parents also. Sometimes they don't know how to add it, or sometimes how to inculcate with the numbers or addition or subtraction or some small problems, or with some PPTs also. So it's good information that you have shared with us. So it will be helpful for learning purposes in universities and in colleges or in anywhere in the academic purposes. Thank you very much, sir, on behalf of Science College Nanded.
Thank you very much, sir, for your support and your informative talk, sir. And within a
Thank you,
short
better, madam.
span, yes, sir, within a short span, you have means तुम्ही आमचे इन्व्हिटेशन स्वीकारलात सर, आणि हे सर्व प्लॅन झालेलं
नहीं,
आहे.
मतलब साइंस कॉलेज के साथ एक बॉन्ड बन गया कि मतलब जब भी कुछ
Yes,
बुलाते हैं तो
yes.
ना बोल ही नहीं पाता हूँ.
Yes, sir, yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sutkar, sir.
Yes, madam.
व्हिडिओ ऑफ करायचं, स्टॉप करायचा.
Yeah, 1 minute. Feedback link is shared in the group. So you can, all participants are requested to fill the form. So depending on that form, your certificate will be generated.
Yes.
Kindly give me a permission to leave, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
no
Yes,
problem. Yes, sir.
thank you, sir.
Thank you.